There we go. There we go. What's going on, Desiree? How's the baby doing, Desiree? That's crazy, Desiree. That's crazy. Yeah, again, congratulations. What's up, James? Ah, damn it. See, I had 11.
Fire, please. The state police in accident. 642 gravel pike, 76.6. 66 fire, please. Assist with the accident. 642 gravel pike between Graterford Road and Maple Avenue, about 76.6 per diem.
Hey, Mr. Fusion TV, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. What up, Mike? Holly, I see you. What's going on? Oh, we got our special guest here. We got Tigger. Tigger. Kitty, kitty. What you doing, mama? There we go. What's going on, Red Reaper? What, Tigger? What's the matter, honey? Meow. Meow. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? You saying hi to everybody? Huh? Victoria, welcome. How you doing, hon? Yeah, I'm gonna have a special guest join me. So I'm just waiting for him to come up in. What are you doing, Tigger? Where they at, honey? Where's your treats? Is that them right there? There they are. Come here. Meow. Want some more? Here. Yeah, you love them treats, don't you, kitty kitty? What's up, Brenda? What's up, Fuggin? How you feeling, man? How you doing? I heard you were in the hospital. I hope you're feeling better, dude. Hope you got plenty of rest. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Blue Eyes? How you doing, darling? All right, there you are. All right, so I'm going to post a link. This is for Triple T only. Again, Triple T only. For the time being, for now. For like half hour. And then the panel's open for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link. There we go. Oh, I know, Miss Lori. I know it was you.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello.
I'm sitting in the other room in the chat, quiet. Can you hear me?
Can hear you. Come here, Tigger. Can you hear us? Okay, good.
Hey,
Is it? Really?
it's me. It's what do I do for the delay? Me.
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, there could be like a internet connection problem. Is Tim back yet? Is he? Okay. So again, welcome everybody. We have Miss Lori up in the panel tonight. Like I said, for the time being. And then everyone else is welcome. Fugging. What are we going to do with you, Dan? What are we going to do with you? That's the wrong hat. Hold on. Let me properly get situated here. There we go. Y'all make sure to smash that like button. Victoria, can you do me a favor and start posting links? Let's get Tim's links in here. Sends Fusion. Fusion, I'll give you. I'm clicking the link.
That was the deal. You already told me I could do it. I said no.
But I I hear the ball.
Tim,
Tigger.
you promised. Don't do it. You promised me to get on there. You promised me. No, you do the phone.
Here, I'll give you the laptop.
No, I'm in here.
Hello, Tim.
About me?
Oh. Alrighty then.
10 assist police. 2420 Edgehill Road. Box 3512. 10. Special Service Assistant Police. 2420 Edgehill Road. Between Overlook Avenue and Turwood Road. Box 3512 of the world.
Tigger.
Hi.
1541
Tim, wait.
Joseph Street, Rittenhouse.
I just want to make sure.
Do you still have a delay?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
No delay. Thank you,
Okay.
babe.
Hi, Tim.
He's already gone. He wasn't going to go live tonight, but yeah, but I had made a commitment to you, so I'm going to honor it because
Appreciate that.
that's what
Well,
friends
let me
do.
know when he goes live because
He's
I'll
going
be there.
live. It's okay. No, you know what? He's got his things to address, and we're going to address ours and talk about what you want. It's okay. You invited me. I'm here.
I just think like I was saying earlier, like with Gene going like I actually like the dude. Like I'm not gonna lie, I like his music but
I still like him. I just he went after
but
Tim.
but it's I don't know. I think Iceman's just gonna bring him down. He's just gonna drag him down that rabbit hole, and he's gonna go too far down to the point where he can't come out.
You know, I started to go down that rabbit hole, and I had to bring myself back. You guys were there for me to catch me. You know, all everybody can do is be there if he decides. You know what I mean? We'll all, we could be there if he wants us. If he don't,
Right.
That's on him.
Y'all make sure to say hi to Miss Lori.
They did.
Get some.
The second or third time that, before.
Yeah, that was
Emily.
You did an amazing job last night with the live stream.
I might have let my ghetto side get a little hand, but the trolls were coming in being nasty, and I'm like, I'm not gonna run from a troll.
Tigger.
I'm gonna flip it.
I swear my cat is like a child.
Fusion.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Red. How you doing? Thanks for staying up till 4:30. We were on there with a full 35 people still at 4:30 in the morning. And a lightning bolt came and hit a transformer, and we were out. Lights out. We had Sin, we had Red Reaper, we had Shy Wolf, we had
I seen that.
SMP.
I saw that. Yeah, it was good to see Sin in there, right? Yep. I woke up and I saw the live going, and I was like, Sin's back.
Hi, Ricky. Yeah, he came back, and what we did to him with his milkshake, we were actually having a good time. So.
Yeah, I seen he changed his name.
Yep.
I think it was Alpha something.
Alpha 1, I think.
Alpha, yeah, right.
Or Alpha, yeah.
Welcome back, Sin. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Yeah. I like how we're being the ones accused of taking it into real life, but we never did. They did. He called people's jobs. He came, but we know who it was. And they just got to remember that if something happens with the blackmail, they're going to go back to the source who made the first initial. And if he is a rat, they got to worry about if their name's going to be brought up, because they were butthurt because I called him out last night. Yes, Red Reaper. It's okay, Desiree. You were there. You all were, and thank you for your support. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to divide all of us again by saying, oh, when we were fighting with the little MFers, if I talk shit or they talk shit, doesn't work, because when you're at odds, you're going to talk about, but I never talked about kids. I never talked about her appearance. She didn't talk about mine. You know, there was standards. So I said, me and her team up, and we put Holly in there and Steph as our conscience. Yeah, it'd be bad.
And one thing that like I have a problem with is when they like bring up like Tim's like integrity or his service. Like, come on now.
To me, if you notice, for almost 2 days.
I mean, the receipts are behind you, Miss Lori. Like, what else did they want?
When his argument for 2 days straight has been my dusty vagina, that explains that we come with facts. The gutter. And if that's what they want to believe, I mean, death before dishonor. Let's talk about him. He rode with the MFers.
Right.
But he rode with them. They chewed his butt out and he ran and he hid. He took himself out of the YouTube world. Came back. Words caused him to leave YouTube. Right. And we're afraid. We have to be afraid. So
I'm not afraid of anybody.
No.
Except
God Almighty.
Right.
That's right. We all have a maker.
Exactly.
That, you know.
No, you're right. Yeah, I don't know.
And us having to get
I wish I could
views.
live stream for like 11, 15 hours a day. I mean, shit, but.
Yeah. And going on live in the day, knowing that everybody knows for the last 4 months, I can't.
Right.
But you got little Shane, the little knob slobber, who not a few days ago, he was begging. You heard him on the live. I'll take your help, Miss Lori or Triple T. And then when stuff gets bad and he's afraid of ice, baby. I'm your baby. I'm your biggest fan. I got your back always. Why don't you show?
It's like, you know, like a lot of these people that they use.
Hey, Stacy.
They use Tim until they get to like with the followers. Like, you know, Tim was nice enough to help them. And it's like once they get to that point, like as soon as Tim turns his back, that knife goes right in. And that's one thing that really pisses me off. Like Tim will give you the shirt off his back.
Yep.
Like he'll do anything for you, but once you jam that knife into his back or kind of at him in any kind of negative way, well,
see, he doesn't want to admit that. See, Gene said he didn't call Tim a cockroach, so he's calling Jacksonville Joe a liar because he did talk. I was
watching the live last night.
Yeah. No. Before that, he said I didn't say it, but I'm going to say it now. He's a liar.
Okay.
He was on the phone with Jacksonville Joe and accused Tim of trying to steal an interview. It wasn't Tim. Tim was on live. Jacksonville Joe got that call. So basically, by saying I never called you a cockroach, he's calling Jacksonville Joe a liar. Right. Because he's the one. That's how we all hear. So Joe don't lie. And he don't speak much unless he has to. So, but.
And like I said, like I do appreciate you and Tim both. You were like the two most like realist, honest people you'll ever meet.
Love you, Joe. We try.
What's
and
up,
they're
Joe?
talking. They're trying to talk about how I wanted peace.
And it hurts and pisses me off when these motherfuckers start, you know, trying to like drag yours and Tim's name through them. Like, no, sorry.
When his content was my dusty vagina for 2 nights straight in a row, and not one man stepped up and be like, you know, why are you talking about her? I saw one guy say, "Why are you so curious about her vagina?"
Right.
And about Tim's dick. Now, come on, we all know that's his fascination. It's about men's penis. The prank caller, he's always talking about ramming.
I question Iceman sometimes. I mean, I mean, are you trying to tell us something, Iceman? Like, are you Peter Puffer?
He could be a switch hitter. He likes them both.
I mean,
hey, Skulls, how you doing? I just find it funny. We're being accused of YouTube's not real life. We never win off of YouTube.
Right.
They spew their lies and slant and talk all kinds of crap. We come on, and I've got and I have to tell somebody, I never said that. No, I know it wasn't you. You didn't say that.
Right.
But then they'll go on the next day and they'll say something. So once again, like today, I have some receipts. Because if you want to
Receipts and
come,
speaking facts. And I think that's what pisses them off. Will you stop? Come on.
I'm not going to go down and talk about, I don't have to, but yet I'm being accused of talking like that. But that's okay. You know what? Of course I'm going to fight. They want me to take their verbal abuse, say whatever you want about me or Tim, right? While he's at work all day. And I'm supposed to just sit there with my head down, twiddling my thumbs, right? Like they
Did you hear
expected
that word,
Harley.
Iceman? Work.
Yeah.
Something
A
you'll
job.
never know. Something you will never.
Maybe that ankle
Anyway, go ahead.
bracelet around
Go ahead,
his
Mr. Lloyd.
ankle. But so they expect us to not want to say anything. We're supposed to just be afraid to speak up and defend ourselves.
Right.
And so if I do defend myself, then I'm carrying Tim's dick when he's not, he's doing his own thing. And I'm going to speak for my part because I'm not afraid. I will go toe to toe, but I'm blocked or I'm muted or we can talk shit about you, but we don't want to hear what you have to say. Go on your platform. So then people come over here like, well, why don't you go face her? A couple of their people tried. And when they realized they couldn't, it wasn't going to work, that it was them lying, not me, they came back over and they rode with us all last night. And so I appreciate that. You know who you guys are. Right. So they were guys too, trolls. That was funny. See? They were over here talking mad smack to people.
Right.
And that's what you just got to do. And, if they want to talk about how it started, let's go back a few months prior to me coming on. Who started between Tim and Iceman? Where did that beef start? Who called who? What was it? A child rapist or a pedo? Something? Red Reaper. And everybody went over it. The little motherfuckers had his back. That's where it started. And who came to apologize? He did. And we accepted that apology. And I did want peace in the street for about 3 months until the knives. Tim had nothing to do, but yet they sure didn't mind sticking those knives in his back.
Facts.
And then Gene admitted last night, I believe Tim had nothing to do with it. Then why attack him and call him a cockroach to Joe the very next day after the interview, but you're not man enough to apologize when you just caught yourself. And then he even said, he tried to get everybody to do his interview. They all were dumb enough to pass. They got lucky. They took it. There must be a reason.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't know how to do these facts, but if you don't mind, should we get to it just to get it out of the way?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, we had Gene's live on and we had our live and we had like 98 people last night and our chat was just going like crazy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess somebody who's always conducted herself respectable in our channel, Miss Kelly, we have never had problems with her. She came highly recommended from a lot of the men in our channel who have never had a problem. And I guess she said the N-word. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that come up in the live last night in the chat.
Yep. So of course I can't catch it. Everybody sees I'm down here in the chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. And I'm just telling people, don't time out any trolls. Let them talk unless they're disrespectful. Nobody's getting kicked out. That's what I said is let them talk. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching last night.
So somebody takes screenshots, but Joe was on there. Joe, I guess, did twice. She did. Joe caught her both times. And the third time or the second time she was out, she'd been banned. It's done because we don't play that, as you guys know. It was screenshotted and brought up in another panel. It was being talked about. And then finally, because Shywith was over there and she goes, well, if you look, she didn't even see the chat. It was going so fast with 98 people. Everybody's typing one,
It was a good crowd last night.
Yeah, there was. So I'm sitting here reading. I don't catch it. Joe's already got it for me. And if he's not, the other mods are on top of it.
Right.
It eventually gets said, I agree. Miss Lori didn't see it. So when I was getting upset, I made an apology because I didn't get that last text showing that she admitted I didn't see it. So I did apologize, right?
Yes, you did.
Today, Somebody wanted to play the screenshots on her channel, but she forgot one thing, that if you're going to cast stones and you want to try to come at somebody, right?
Right. You better be
Maybe-
bringing receipts and facts.
Tam, I can't find it. When we went back and you deleted it, it's on your. We're trying to find it. But somebody who only had, now I had even 35 people to 38 people on till 4:30 in the morning, right?
Right.
So my chat was going fast. She had 8, right?
Yeah.
So you should be able to see what 8 people in your chat room are talking about, correct?
Yeah.
So when I show you this, yep, that's the one right there. I want you're going to share the screen with me or for me.
Yeah, that's fine. I got you.
Somebody with only 8 people in the chat didn't bother to check her own 8 people talking.
There we go.
Oh my God, the same word was in her chat and nobody said an effing thing and she didn't delete them and she didn't ban them last night. Boom! Another fact.
Oh, there you go, folks.
When you point
The
your
proof
finger,
is in the
you've
pudding.
got 3 back at you. Everybody's watching now. Everybody.
Right.
So, now she didn't come at me and say that I heard of. I don't know everybody else. I didn't hear. I was a lot of, I was doctor's appointments, stuff like that. But
Right.
I was told she did bring it up, had screenshots, but she also was bringing up Kelly's crap because Kelly had reached out, I guess, a long time ago. But when I have 90 people and I miss it, and then it's still taken care of and she's kicked out of the channel, right? And banned.
Yeah, they're on top of it.
Yep. So it didn't even get a chance to get to my knowledge. And it was admitted, okay, that I didn't see it. Okay.
Right.
You have 8 people after all the drama's done. And it's right there. And you don't call it out. You don't say a thing. But yet it gets brought up at me. So I always say, when you go to cast that first stone, you better make sure you clean the rocks out from your yard because they're going to come back.
Right.
Call it out. Our people did. She was banned. It ain't coming back. She can't come back because we don't play that. We said 0 tolerance.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that crap.
I was done.
That's not
until
what
I
this
saw.
is all about.
I hope you feel better, Dan. So I was letting it go. I didn't go in. I didn't say anything negative about anybody today.
Right.
I let it go. Right?
Yeah. Hope you feel better, Fuggin. Tara, what the heck did I do with your treats?
But clean your own backyard before you go around and try to pee on somebody else's yard who already took care of it.
And what you were saying, when you're pointing the finger, you're gonna have 3 more pointing right back at you.
And I wasn't going to say anything because I figured it was already taken care of. Her mom told her I didn't know.
Let it go.
It was I thought, okay. She said, don't say my name. I don't want to say your name.
Right.
Thought it was done.
Leave it at that.
But then this morning, or early morning, early afternoon, I don't know the time, I see our screenshots from our chat, right?
Yeah.
And what do I see? Kelly with the N-word that had been, and the screenshot was taken so fast that when she played it, it was before even Joe and them could snipe it. That's how fast. But when you only have 8 people,
how you doing, Duran?
People can watch your chats closer. I'm still live, so it's not me because I don't need to play this game. I don't want to play this game. I think it's dirty when you have to copy other people's content to try to use as a weapon. But it doesn't mean people who have been sniped from ICE and all them aren't going to be trying to snipe back. And she might be clear of the drama. If she is, props. Like I said, I was done until today. So I didn't rush out this morning and go into her chat and try to say, come at her.
Right.
Nothing. I wasn't going to bring this up. And even when you asked me if I wanted to come on tonight, I was like, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's just take a break and everything because I still haven't
No,
been
I
to sleep.
understand.
And then this happened. So I'm going to address it. And if that makes me a drama queen because I want to address every lie or twist or somebody come at me, then yeah, okay. Put it on my forehead and
Now
I'll wear the
we come speaking facts. We don't bring
yeah.
drama. The
Yeah, I
drama
don't
gets
have to.
brought to us. That's the way I see it.
So ISIS made another threat on his channel again that
Oh yeah, I
every
see he's
day,
live again.
yep, for every day for a week, he is going to send a video to Tim's work every day.
Iceman, you
Let him he's digging his hole and he's like, I never made a threat. When you say, hey, you have to do this, or I'm going to do this, or somebody's going to do this, that is that's blackmail. He tried to blackmail an apology.
Iceman, you're going down a very, 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 very dark road, my
but
friend.
let him. We want him. We want him. We also know there was only one person who had the number. And then he says he never mentioned what job Tim has. It's in his damn title.
Yeah, you're another one straight shooting. Like, you're a piece of shit, too. You fucking have the balls. Excuse my language, Miss Lord.
And
you
I kept it
have the
online.
balls to ask Tim to help you out, help build your channel, and then you fucking turn around and stab him in the back. So you're a fucking piece of shit as well.
Well, they just got
And
to
I don't want to see you in any of my lives, because if you do come in, you're going to get booted.
Well, here's the thing is, let's say the blackmail does go through and he does mail stuff, right? And the VA does come and talk to Tim. He forgets every one of his videos, snapshots that the little MFers have all been doing, and SMPs and all of you for the last, even though he took most of his down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's out here.
People have screenshots.
And not even that, computer techs can bring up stuff that's been deleted.
That too.
And stuff. So let's be real, okay? So he can do that. And if he's brought in because there was a blackmail attempt, a threat, and now another threat saying what he's going to do every day for a week, right? He just is the gift that keeps coming. It's like Groundhog Day for Christmas.
Right.
Yep.
It's like Christmas. Keep bringing in presents. Come on.
Yep. So they're going to bring, if he gets brought in, I'm not saying he's going, let's say if he got brought in because if the facts came out about a blackmail scheme for an apology for his bruised ego.
Right.
And whoever did give him that number, you better hope ICE has a strong will and is willing to take the full punishment, or is he going to make a deal?
Right.
And tell who really did the number and was involved. That's what I would be worried about if I was the one behind the scenes. So,
I hope you're ready to jump in that phone booth. Because if that Bobcat gets it, he's going to tear you up.
He doesn't even have to. That's the that was the whole, like I said yesterday, you go first, you let the air out the tires a little bit.
Right.
I mean, Death Before Dishonor wants to sit up there and beat his chest, but we all know the little motherfuckers.
You're a piece of shit too.
They ran him off the internet. Yeah. How do you get ran off the internet for words and fights and a video?
Boy, you ain't gonna do shit. You couldn't hurt a fly.
But that's that Marine, right? That's that integrity. Yeah. So, he can say that Tim.
Well, if you're wanting to put that's definitely a disgrace to the Corps. Sorry, you're what make the Marine Corps look bad.
So if you want to sit there and put it on us that we took it into real life, no, we didn't. We've never called parole officers. We've never swatted anybody.
Right.
We didn't put out personal information that wasn't, his record. That was when him and Timmy called him a pedo or whatever that was back in the day. That was that. So they just got to realize they're going to keep doing the same thing. But eventually, every dog's ass sees the sunshine once in a while. And it only is going to take that one that the hammer's going to fall on them. And not a person that goes after them. They're going to cross a boundary that's going to come down. And then let's go from there. Tim never said he was so important. He just said the job he has, people can get in trouble.
Right.
Especially when you try to blackmail or threaten any federal employee. Everybody knows that.
Right.
And he's done it twice now in one night. Because he was butthurt because he thought Tim was going to bow down. Oh, come on, Dad. That's what a real man does. He don't bow down. He goes toe to toe. He don't run off the internet.
Did Miss Lori hurt your feelings?
Well, I think that's what the whole problem is.
Are you
and he
mad,
keeps
bro?
saying he attacked his mother. All he did was put her in a cartoon based on the beefs that fella and him had, where it was said the head would be sent to his mother. That wasn't a threat against her. Nobody said they were going to hurt her. Right. Nobody said they were going to do anything to her. They were giving her a heads up. That's what Feller said. Right. Because of what he said about his wife. But then Shane's going to go and, oh no, Feller was over there harassing Iceman to make him say that to Stephanie. Because it's everybody else's fault. He goes out into the real life. Yeah, never. He goes out into the real life.
Perfect. He doesn't do anything wrong.
Nope. Everybody just, and it's everybody else who starts the drama. Let's be real. But who's always in the damn center of almost every single drama?
Iceman.
Yeah.
Ice Chips.
So we wish him well. We're just going to sit back. I don't care if he said, Tim told him, do what you want to do.
For the one time. No.
Just remember, you better make sure your ass can cash the checks and cover the checks that you're writing. That's all.
Don't write a check your ass can't cash. And remember, what happens in the dark comes out in the light.
Yeah. That's why this right here, it does. It always comes out.
Everything's a game to Iceman. How about getting a job, dude?
You're right, Savage.
Like
Harley was doing some amazing.
I mean, shit. The only pussy you get is if it has fur and 4 legs,
or handcuffed in a trunk. So, and then another thing. Let's see. I had something else that was facts from what he was saying. Oh, let's talk about more hypocrisy. Gene and Ice were saying that Guitar Guy's children should be off limits. How dare somebody, do what they do and bring his children into it.
Right.
But then turned around and brought a 12-year-old into it last night, who is still a child.
Yeah.
Another hypocrisy. That's another. I can do what I want to do, but if you don't do what I say, you're the drama. You're the drama.
Yeah. Right. We're the bad guy.
Yep. Another fact. So.
Yep.
Then they talk about, Tim and me sit up on our platform and we talk shit. Our channel's open. You're allowed to come up. We've invited you. Come up. But then we're blocked when we're issued over there. So who brings children in? And then they talk about, you cannot go after Bird's appearance. That is wrong, wrong, wrong. But then they attack other women's appearances or their bodies or body shame them or talk about their private parts or talk about Harley's head. I mean, you're doing the same thing. There again, hypocrisy. I don't think and they don't know what that word means. I'm sorry. I will not do what they say I should live up to while they get to do what they want. Right. I'm sorry. I'm not a coward. And if that means I have more balls than those two put together, hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's I think that's the way it seems. If Iceman, has to block you and every other female. I mean,
They said it
I
about
guess he
Harley.
can't handle. I guess he can't handle getting bodied by a female.
They said it about Harley. They say it about me. They've made remarks about Holly. I'm not saying specific, but Harley's been called things, or Holly's been called things too. Because if you're a strong woman,
you're going after Holly, man. You're really stupid.
Oh, that's okay because Asylum was watching. S&P and the new DR was there for Harley and me too. But they said we brought them. Oh, and another thing, because little me Tim doesn't ask for any money. You know that. But
yeah, exact right.
Well, little me gave him $2.99. And what did they say? That little MFers are all KKK and that me and Tim are waiting on our robes. We might as well have the robes sent down to us.
Right.
But we can't respond now because if we do, we're attacking a lower channel. What are we getting from that? What we're getting from that is we're teaching this lower channel, this cockroach. You want to rear up and think you're a big dog? I'm going to step on your fucking neck with facts. Right. I don't have to lie. I don't have to say, oh, I took it to real life. Show me where what I've done on Facebook on YouTube to him went outside of YouTube. But I could sure name a couple things he's done that's from YouTube into real life. It's just that double standard. And then, cry foul if somebody steps on their dicks and we fight back.
I like that.
They don't like strong. They want you weak and submissive. I heard that guy on that panel tonight. And we could pull out the footage there for that. And I appreciate truck drivers. Let's put it that way. My firefighters, police officers, soldiers, everything, right? But he sat there talking crap, right?
Right.
Hold on a minute. I got distracted with you and your cat.
Sorry. Tigger, stop being distracting.
No, it's okay. He said something. He had said something, and I wanted.
I know everyone loves Tigger, right, Tigger?
Yeah, I miss ours.
Girl.
But it's okay to bash Tim all day. It's okay to talk about my genitalia for all last night and today, and not one man said, "What's your fascination? If her pussy's so dry, why are you always talking about it? Move on." Right. Because that's where the argument's got to go. Because they think it's going to hurt a woman if you call her old, fat, ugly, a bitch, a cunt, or about her pussy. It doesn't hurt my feelings because it just means that you must have all inadequacies yourself because you can't fight me up on this level. You got to go down. But damn, if I go down, right? It's a bad look for me because, Iceman's allowed to be low because that's where he's always been, they said. But for me, I'm supposed to hold myself to a higher standard. I do. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. Well, I will say him because he is down here. Everybody said, because they just even admitted it's a bad look for me to go down here with him. So obviously, in their own words, I must be up here. They did that. And then they complain, well, you wanted peace. Oh, look, you're fake. No, I did want peace.
We did.
You secret motherfuckers wanted to keep going.
Right.
You're the ones who kept this shit going. And then you want to throw Tim under the bus because what? He had nothing to do. He didn't give you attention. And then you want to attack his channel. He has no content. He's not the one that had to sit there.
Because Tim's successful. Well, that...
And he hasn't lost any of his family. And not because he's a cult. See, the little MFers or the KKK, me and Tim are now in Antifa because we go out and blow shit up. We're the ones going in the street setting fire. We're Antifa.
Do they have
now.
Receipts?
No, but they don't need receipts. It doesn't matter that I come with receipts. I'm the drama queen. Right?
No, you the junkyard. You the junkyard.
They don't need receipts. They get to sit up there and run their mouth and lie and twist stuff. But when I come with receipts, it's me. I'm harassing a low channel.
Right. Yeah, you call them out on their bullshit, and then they're like, fuck.
and for views. Now, last night, there wasn't drama going on. We were joking with Sin. We had 38 people. Okay? 8, 11, 38 for talking about milkshakes. Let's be real.
I love milkshakes.
Well, not the way we were talking about the milkshakes, and just about. Yeah. We were having fun.
Those milkshake. Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. Some videos are only going to get 25 views because if people aren't interested in that, right now, you're getting big views because you got the drama. People are going to tune in to see what shit you're going to throw against the wall that's going to stick. Well, so far, none of his shit is stuck. So you can call me and Tim a fake soldier that he has no integrity. But you can't touch his record.
The receipts are behind Miss Lori, people.
We don't even need that. It's okay. We're not the ones sitting at home getting high all fucking day without a job because we're stuck on parole. What, house arrest because he never leaves and won't sleep. Even his own people think he needs a mental health break. And
what's up, Moto?
There are receipts for that one too, but we'll keep that for another day. But it's funny. I'm the drama starter, but yet when I said I rode with them, I'm the one that went out into other communities and fought for them.
No, you were trying to bring peace.
They sat in their chats talking shit about the other side. I would go over there to address it. Me and Harley go at it, and we'd address it. And then we talk, and it's done, and we just agreed. That's it.
Right.
Because I didn't have to. And now they want to bring up, well, we're in Discord and talking shit. Yeah, you know what? And they were over on their side talking shit about us too, because that's what you do when you're enemies and you're fighting. But then you got to think, why were we fighting? I know why I went over there and I decided to quit going around. And, you know, I think that person and me need to talk. But when you bring up my daughter, that was it for me. I was like, you know what? If that's where you want to go, when I've seen stuff on you, I'm going over here. And then I'm going to ride hard. Tim he's not a diss track writer, but at least he tried. He made a diss track to defend Bird and Artie and Ja.
His past couple have been fire. I like
Well, the last one with SMP, it wasn't his best, but he did it like in a couple hours because he was so upset. And it wasn't that because they talked shit about him, not John Artie, but Bird and them would sit up on the thing and talk shit. They had that right. Not a problem. But he had a right to put it in a song. Did I think he went too far? Yes. Tim definitely did. So he threw up together a dumb ass lame. I mean, he's done some good. That one wasn't his best, and he knows it. But he just wanted to say, we don't go after women. He didn't have to defend them. But funny, when the swords came out to stab him in the back, I didn't hear one fucking person have the balls to stand up and be like, why are you bringing him in? He really has nothing to do with this. All I heard was chirp, chirp, chirp. Or let's make a deal. You guys don't do your cartoons no more. And then he'll stop talking. If people believe that shit, it doesn't matter. He can't keep. They had him apologize, and less than 5 hours later, he goes on his and he starts burning the shit down again.
Right. Tell him to do his thing, Stace.
He can do whatever he wants. They're right. They don't have to hold up to what they want, but they want everybody else to hold up to their standards. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit back. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That trucker, that Lost Rebel, he got up there and he said, I'll ride with you guys, but when you start going off, I'm going to come up back here to the backside. I don't want none of that. Well, that just shows your character, because if he comes at you and you don't fight back, then you are a bitch.
Right.
You're everything that they're trying to say about me. I'm going to stand up. Now, when I tell somebody I'm done, and I won't say his or her name again, no matter what's being said, even tonight, I'm going to uphold that because I made that commitment. When I say it's done, won't say another word about you, won't try to talk to you, I'm going to uphold that. Because that's what your word is about. If I say I won't betray you, I'm not going to betray you, no matter what I've got.
Right.
Then I was accused of going after Roland last night. No, I wasn't. I heard that I was trying to get Roland to go talk to Bird for me. I have the receipts. When he said he'd talk to her, all I said was, no, you don't have to. I didn't ask him to.
You got sirens going left and right. Oh, sorry. I seen a comment that.
Yes.
You guys on another one, Stace? Tell him I said I appreciate you. Tell him to go do his thing.
Yeah, Moto, I supposedly begged you guys last night to come to my rescue. But Moto, I do appreciate that you guys, when you saw what was going on, S&P got on the phone and 40 of you, I know, I saw every one of you. And like I told you guys, I appreciate that. But see, that's loyalty because they understood why we had to block them because their tension with ICE was boiling over into Tim's channel. It wasn't because we had a personal beef with them.
No, they're.
And they knew because S&P reached out to me through Sent and we talked.
Right.
But now they're trying to stir up, trying to get me and Harley or me and us and the little MFers. But they all know they were talking shit about us on their side. Harley kept telling me, Discord. Yeah, we have a Discord. But if you want to talk about fake, why don't we find out and have the real persons who was actually betraying everybody?
Lori. Look, we have been summoned. Iceman will obey. It's okay.
Who summoned us? Glitch Gang. We have been summoned. Iceman will obey. Oh. Sorry, nobody's summoning you or Iceman. So you don't have to obey. We hope that Iceman does everything that he said he's going to do. We're just going to sit back.
Oh, you watching my live, Iceman? Hi.
Well, you know, I don't know how many people are watching. How many you got watching?
21.
Oh, okay. Maybe not because we got 20 in here.
Yeah.
So show's got some love, guys. Go hit that like button.
Appreciate that.
I know there's going to be a lot more.
Iceman, go get a job.
I know.
You know what that is?
I know, Moto. And if you notice, there was only one time anything was said, and it was that we did think S&P went way too far with Bird because we did not believe in that. That's what we said. And I was upset.
The new DR.
But I was upset.
Savages.
Do you know why I was upset with S&P when it came to John Artie? Because just 2 nights before,
what's up, Wolf?
He sat down with them. Hi, Wolf. To make a deal. They made an agreement. They apologies were made, accepted, and they were going to be just leave each other alone. And then the diss track came out with them in there. I did find that bad taste, and it was wrong because they didn't deserve it. So, I guess they're on our side. Are they?
We've been summoned to teach.
That's got to be New DR. It's got to be. I know, Moto. And like I said, I wasn't. People have to do their own, so that it was watching.
Right.
I just had to step back and learn because I really don't know anything because I never did all this crap. And they talk about, my phone, I have to use this phone. I don't need an expensive phone. I take some pictures, I call some friends, I text,
Right.
I got invited to join Upchurch's Discord, so we made a ladies' room, and we were betrayed. Awesome. But we were betrayed to ICE. And that's how Holly and Vicky got in trouble. Because all I said was okay.
ICE, they just found out your true colors.
Well, how many times did I tell people? All. No, do you guys remember? I didn't hide it. I said, us ladies are behind the scenes talking.
Right.
Where would we be talking? Oh, you thought we were in real life because that's what I'm being accused of is I take it out into real life. No.
Where the ladies at? Let's get the thumbs up mode. Where the ladies at? Where's Miss Lori's crew at? Where they at?
They're all here. Yep, Moto, I know.
Yeah, it's just he should put
Moto, he did that to him about me too. If you go back and watch that night, he did it to him too, and it worked. Okay, Glitch, my bad. Well, welcome.
What's up, Glitch?
They're respected. Because the name I had never heard of. Have you? And there were so many people coming in to show support the last 2 days. I don't know everybody.
Right.
Savage, I'm glad me and you, we talked, we had our stuff, but we handled our business.
Shout out to the little MF crew. What up, No Style Kyle? What up, Wolf? Yeah, no, that's we over here. We spread positivity, but if you come at us sideways, well, then your ass is gonna have to get bodied.
Somebody's having fun.
What's up, Holly? Telling you, Ice Man, you're eventually gonna get lost down that road, and there's gonna be no light to help you.
Do you remember all that stuff too? You want to talk about a big troll? There's something going on live right now that last night showing handcuffs and an orange jumper about somebody.
That was crazy seeing freaking Genius Gene without his mask on.
But we've seen him like that when he'd been on Tim's before.
Really? That was my first time seeing him. What up, Holly?
When he got the cash apps to do the dynamite.
Right.
So, hey, demon sister.
I just don't want Gene getting dragged down that rabbit hole because I like Gene. He's funny. His shit's good.
He was, yes. I like his comedy stunts. He was really good at that with some of his songs. So, but like I said, there's a fungus. And when everybody's wrapping around it and they get drawn into it, trying to pull away, you do come away with some of that bacteria on you. It's like cheese. When the mold grows, what happens? It spreads. So,
Bentley
says, tell Bentley a big hug for me, Desiree.
That's the little one, I think, right? Desiree's the little one.
Yeah, Bentley. Yeah, the new one. All yeah, Holly. They said they were there, had mine, then yours, and they got Harley's.
Loki.
Well, that is, yeah. But you know what I say? I don't want to say anybody's music's bad, even though they would attack Tim's, because you know why? Because no matter what, if you don't like their music or not, they took the time
to do
it.
Right.
They're trying to fulfill their dream. So why put anybody down over their music? Because they're trying. There's a lot of people out there who talk but won't try. So I might not like the music. I'm not going to listen to it, but I'm not going to attack the artist trying to get their sound out there and work on it. Because if you're grinding and you're working hard and you're trying, that's respect right there. And, you know.
Right.
She doesn't like No One Moto. Tim calls her a bully.
Yeah, I saw Holly was up in the Sisters in Arms live last night. Shout out to Holly.
Last night.
Logan, how you feeling, man? Yeah, when you were
yeah. There was four of us, but
a little bit of it.
One backed out.
How you feeling, Dan?
My role model is the Puff Marshmallow Man. He has a lot of swagger and a straight up pimp. Jacksonville Joe, he's left out. Victoria was that lie. Oh, and he was snitching in people's chats, trying to get new people thrown out today too.
Who's that?
The same one. No, the one who lied about Victoria and about the N-word being said.
That's. It's like everyone has to get dragged into their BS.
Glitch, you ain't happy what happened to me all day? Damn, Holly. I'm just joking, Glitch. But yeah.
What?
So you're called a bitch, old, drama queen, if you stand up.
But how you a drama queen or
because
drama queen if you're speaking facts?
Because I'm stirring it up, because I'm going to point
Oh.
out the lies. So that's
Oh.
keeping it going. I'm supposed to just shut up and just ignore it, and it'll go away. Like some of them. I just can't. I wasn't built that way.
Right.
Come at me with facts and tell the truth, and if I'm wrong, I
You'll
will
admit
admit it. Just like I did last night when I thought Mama Bird was coming at me.
Yep.
And then as soon as I finally got the third one saying she
You
realizes
said
I didn't know,
I owe you an apology.
I stopped and I apologized to her right there on camera, because that's what you do. You get your facts wrong, you apologize. Even
Right.
if you don't like that person or they don't like you, you do it. But I will not apologize when somebody's been starting the shit and then we're being accused of attacking him because he's a lower channel. Oh,
Right.
come on. When he runs his mouth, it's not about channels. It's not about views. It's not about clout. It's about standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. And if somebody comes in and they want to get vulgar, what am I supposed to do? Curl up like a little pansy girl and cry because somebody talked about my vagina? No, I'm going to flip it on their ass and I'm going to stick it at their vagina by the time they're gone. They're going to be my bitch. Period.
And then I love when who was that guy last night? Mr. Beach, and trying to get his 15 minutes of fame last night.
I don't know what was going on. It's funny. He has, Tim was talking about.
What up, Harley? What's going on?
If you notice, I wasn't even there for half of it, but everybody kept saying they. So when Tim brought me out, right, I was just curious about the center. I said that the lighting, to me, I can see where it would be the same guitar. I just did not, and I kept asking people, what does that cross mean in the center? Okay. Right. And as soon as people explained it, I'm like, okay, I got you. I see it. Tim's like, no, I don't. But guess what? They kept doing it. Lori kept doing it with Tim. Lori didn't do shit. I was curious. He brought me in. I had my questions. Buckshot answered him for me. Dan and Amy were texting me about what it meant and all that, because I don't. That's why I was asking anybody.
Read that.
Oh, Harley, welcome to the club, girl. I guess those facts. You know what I mean? Were they still talking Harley. About you and me, Harley, like we were going to fight again? Huh? You got some video. Okay. So did we. They screenshot the threats, the screen name in several angles to show that he wasn't set up by an outside person putting the VA, and his words in the beginning where he said, you will apologize within 30 minutes or I'm going to do this. And then it's like, oh, I never said I was going to do it. He had the Little MFers taping. He had our people taping. Everybody was probably screenshotting that. He doesn't think that he's the only one who screenshots. We learned. Everybody's learning. Right. I know you were having fun. I saw you, Harley. Ryder, will you stop being a... Come here. Oh, you better not nibble me. Come here. Get up. Quit eating cardboard. Go. Out. Ugh.
No eating cardboard.
This dog.
What was that, Ryder?
Yeah, the Shepherd, the German Shepherd pit bull. So you got two breeds that are stubborn and very strong work dogs, with the pit bull and the German Shepherd.
Right.
Oh, look. Man, if Jackson cries, man, he comes, you better fix it. You better help him. Yes, Mama was you too. Rescue dogs are so lovable. You could take that off the screen. And I was waiting for somebody to say they didn't do what I said. Is there a fire?
That's all right. I got one of my top staff there.
Oh, I agree.
No, I heard an echo from from a radio, and it was coming from, because my front door is to the right here.
Savage, are you talking about? The one that I said that ran off? Well, Moto, that's what it was put out about us from those people. Did you hear it? So, but they have no interest in Tim's dick. They have no interest in my dry pussy. But that's all he talks about for his content for over and over again.
Yes, Red Reaper, fire. Jobtown ×2. Yes.
Hey, Emily, how's it going?
Neighbor, if you're still watching, tell Fam he jinxed it. He said the Q word.
Hey, Tim, I can't, like, write a comment or anything. Why can't I do it? Oh, because it's not my... Okay. I guess they want you to play all the diss tracks. Oh, me too, Harley. I mean, I think you and me made from the same stock, as you saw. We don't back down. We fight hard for those who got our backs. And I saw a lot in the last 48 hours. People say, we're friends.
It's just, before you people start running your mouth and coming at Tim and Miss Lori, like, you better be coming with receipts and actual facts.
But that's
other than that, shut the fuck up.
They did it to the little MFers too, and the little MFers had the receipts.
So
they would talk. They say they're all racist, but they can't show. So we have somebody who says they're not racist, but there's videos, right? And a woman did it. It's always women.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But the little MFers are racist. But yes, Tony does need to stand up, take responsibility. But you know what? Like people on this side said, they're grown. They don't have to do, they'll do what they want to do. So if Tony doesn't want to do it, that's on him. That's his look. Okay. But why is it Shane can say it, but because he wants to learn and he don't say it again, he's not? Well, John said it once. He ain't said it again. But does that make him still a racist? Is he still KKK? So you got to stand back and just watch. And let's balance the scales.
There's some people out there in the YouTube world that are racist.
Oh yeah.
And Caroline, like he was. I just didn't get good vibes from it with it. Like, what person wears a Confederate flag ski mask and a Confederate flag band? Like, no. But he says he's what? He's a rebel.
Okay, so Moto, which one is that? Oh, I was talking about the video death out threatening SMP. Yeah, it was done to Tim today too, Moto.
What's up, Kyle? How's it going, y'all?
Hey, Kyle, how's it going?
Welcome.
Well, hello, John.
Hold on. Shit, I'm just at work.
Okay.
Us either, Savage. I mean, because even if you're in the wrong, but you say you ride with somebody, you gotta ride
what
hard.
up, SMP? What up, brother?
Is he up? Oh, he's here?
He's right in the chat.
Hey, SMP, appreciate that that back call today. Thank you. It's funny though. Last night they all came to support me because SMP, but I was accused of sending out the help.
What help? That's right.
All because he sent like 40 of them, all different ones. As they were being zapped,
right?
You'd see 10, 15 more come in. They couldn't keep zapping them. They were just rolling. I was getting whiplash on all the different names. I was like, friendly or foe, friendly or foe.
All right. No, it's because we all respect him and Miss Lori.
But we ask for that, we demand that. We are the YouTube goddesses, what they're saying we demand.
No, they don't. No.
I remember Savage, and she said at one time.
Hold on, Steph.
She apologized. So I mean, there was a misunderstanding, but she said Well, I don't respect her anymore. And I said, go ahead and keep it. I never asked for it. She's okay, I will. Okay.
Right.
And we still talk because she came to me and she's like, I'm sorry. I was angry and I didn't mean to say. I said, I accept your apology. We haven't had no beef since because that's how you handle it. If you lie about somebody or warp the facts to fit your feelings, I guess a real woman will sit and cry to get the guys to come to her yard and help her. But if you stand up and fight for yourself, then you're a lowlife or, you're just a drama queen. So fuck that shit.
Right. What's up,
Hey,
Sean?
Steph.
I saw you.
Hey,
in here.
Chance.
No style time.
Or Chance. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was wondering what was playing in the background.
And then the phone call, I guess whoever that person is making all those prank calls that Ice and them are going back, right? Tim was sent a link because somebody thought it was wrong what was happening that night.
All right.
I guess there's a whole backstory, but that person was upset, sent it to Tim. The night before, you guys can hear me say, I got something. I said, don't you play that. There's no beef with those. Do not play it.
When I'm back off work.
I literally said that the night before, that there is no beef. Let's not do this.
Right.
He didn't. I'm out here with him on the live. I leave because I'm talking to a few other people. I'm in the house, and I guess he played it. So what do I hear later that night is they were spreading a narrative. They were accusing all of us. They and the chat. They means more than one. So I did reach out and say, I did not say that. I don't expect a public apology, which I never got because I was lying about it again.
Right.
But it was admitted that no, it wasn't you. Yeah, but I'm tired of you in the back doors. Why don't you do it out in the light? I do. I apologized to Mama Bird when I only saw half the facts, and when they finally sent me that, I stood right up. When somebody was talking about a child on the little MFR side, as soon as I just asked, who is this person? Is that a spokesperson? I was told, oh no, that's a child. Immediately, like 7 or 8 times, nope, I want nothing to do with the kid. I apologize. I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with it. And I didn't, because that's just how I live. But, I'll make sure I apologize when I'm wrong.
What is up? What is up, SMP?
Oh, they let you for a while, Harley.
Big brother. Joe.
But it's not Big Brother, Joe, because he took it outside into real life. His people were saying, we took it out into real life. I want them to show me facts where I took it out into real life. Where did I not come on the YouTube?
Harley.
What?
Oh, I appreciate you letting me know that.
What'd you say?
Oh, sorry, Savage. There's 23 people in here. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure to smash that like button. If you want, subscribe.
Oh, handy chance. I don't have one over here. So I didn't do it. I know, Scott, did you hear about the wrench rehabs that we did?
What's going on, Mocon?
3 hours we were going over our wrenches. Did you hear that live where everybody was laughing so hard? Loki said his side still hurt the next day. And every time he saw somebody with a wrench, it triggered him and he'd start laughing again.
I call it the Blue Squad.
Well, it ain't blue anymore because it was taken care of for the wrench.
Oh.
Right, Loki.
Mocon, I liked your diss, dude. I heard that in Miss Lori's live last night. That was pretty good.
We didn't have motos. We had Jadas.
No, you played motos.
Mocons. Too. No, Mocons.
Mocon, yeah.
Yeah, not motos. They're two different.
Did I say moto or Mocon?
You said moto.
Okay.
That's why I was like, I didn't play
Mocon.
There you go.
What's going on, Chef?
See, Harley, that's what they want when we do that. Because this morning, right, I had 4 or 5, and I was there alone, and I didn't get ran off. But I was the drama. Oh, Chance, I love you.
The link's in there. If anybody wants to come join me and Miss Lori, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, he just asked me to if I wanted to come up. He had a different plan, but he saw that I told you it wasn't going to happen, didn't I?
What?
About what you originally wanted for tonight. What you were going to invite and do. That's what you said. You're going to have people come up and try. I said it wouldn't work. Other channels come over and talk. That's what you took. You must have been asleep, dude. Do you remember?
I don't know. Just this drama shit's just getting way out of hand.
It is. I just won't back down for it. I don't like to be down there, but I will not run from it.
Right.
Maybe I just read that wrong. Maybe it was somebody else.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. I gotcha. I apologize. It was.
It's all good.
It was somebody else who wanted to do that, and I said it wouldn't work. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Nope. Like I said, I do take responsibility.
No, I just think fucking Iceman should like get a job, do something, because the only one that's going to be kicking themselves in the ass at the end is going to be you, Iceman.
Well, you know, it's my fault that his people were. He said that's what I said. It's I came in. To divide.
Because you got straightened out by a female.
I mean,
what's the matter? Your ego get hurt? Did she make you feel that small?
You know what I felt funny? They're always saying that I talk for him, right? I just have my man's back. And if he's at work and you're going to talk shit, I'm going to come and fight for him because that's what a loving family does. And if a man don't step up and fight for his woman, if she's being attacked and he ain't there, or vice versa, neither one of you are shit. Period. You got to stand up, okay? And if that makes one person look like, you know, you don't have a vagina because your man's carrying, or you don't have balls because you're
right.
So be it. Most people who say that, right, are alone. The rest of us have over 25 years together, 20 years and more. So I just.
What's up, Mikey Mike? Who's Mikey Mike?
He's one of he rides with the Little MFers.
What's up, Mikey Mike?
And with us. He has been with us.
What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by.
Emily, I'm glad to see you. But yeah,
up, Emily?
You don't have to. Who said Aunt Lori? Because there's only one person who says, I thought you said that. Sorry. I was going to say, there's only one person. Yep.
I don't think overboard's the word there, Chance.
I said that too, Harley. Did you hear me when I said that? And, you know, maybe it was a little low blow when Gene was holding up the handcuffs. And I said, that's because Iceman let him out just to do the live. Right. And he was holding the keys. But
I almost choked on my water when you said that, Les.
He didn't mind what was being said. So, I mean, why can't, I mean, if he can talk about women, then
right,
women can talk about him.
Like he can take the shots. But
yeah, he's pretty good.
My man, like, what are you doing? You gotta get rid. But I mean, if you want to ride with him, then
facts, buddy, facts. You should put that up, Scott.
Which one?
You're buddies, because you're part of that drop top cam HBR Jacksonville. You know what I mean, Mocon, right? Yeah. I want everybody to read this.
You damn right. I'm gonna leave that there for a little bit. I'm gonna start.
Because it's a team, not a cult. We are a partnership. It took every one of our family members to build that family. And without you guys always supporting us and waiting for me to figure out what I needed to do to come home and be protected, you guys were there. I know Dan was chomping at the bit wanting to tell me, no, no, no. When I finally did, he says, I'm so glad you finally saw it. But you know what? I didn't know he had my back several times. He was undercover.
Look at Joe's comment, Miss Lori. No, but you're right. We are strong as fuck. And I think that's what burns their little asshole.
And they got mad because I said they run the street. Yeah, until Mama calls them home to lock it in his
you don't run no street. Once Mama hits that dinner bell, off you go.
Wolfsack, I know you do, honey. I know, and I know you don't get to come in here a lot, and I know with your beliefs and everything, it gets rough sometimes on these streets, but I know. It's real. I know it.
No, I hear you, Mikey Mike.
Even when he wasn't rocking with us, and he still would come over. They say real is real. You got to go to that court for that.
Yeah, the devil comes in many forms, and
facts, SMP. See, I never officially actually met Emily. She was, so I don't know if she's part of like
SMP.
Well, because Tim said that tonight too.
that little what do you say? That little 6x9?
No, the ankle monitor on your ankle that don't let you get out of the house too far.
Oh.
Which we don't know if it's true or not, but when you can sit on the computer till you fall asleep, and you got to go out unless you get delivery for your whippets. I mean, we were gonna do a skit, but we could just hear it. That oh look, Triple T's wife's over there doing whippets too. Now I was gonna hold the can way up here, upside down, and make that sound as I talked,
right?
Like but
I like that idea last night with what was it with you and Tim doing a skit with about Iceman and Gene or something like that.
Well, that's what the can with the whip is, but then it's like, no. We could just imagine what's going to be done.
Right.
So,
right.
See, somebody told me, like, let's not talk. Let's not say each other's name. They've got more stuff to focus on. That's fine with me. I am willing to do that. But we got to see if other people can hold their word.
Right.
But if you tell me you want a clean slate, and then I see you up less than 8 hours later, running your mouth talking shit and accusing me again of something after it was brought up and it was squashed right there. Just let's start fresh, period.
So my question, Miss Floyd, what originally happened? Because I was actually shocked when I went on YouTube and saw that Boss was like flipping shit on Iceman. Like what went down? Because I took a step back. Like this whole
you did. I thought I did something because me and you had been talking, and then you hadn't been around. That's why I reached out to you to see if you were okay. Right. I was really worried.
No, I appreciate you. No, it's just I was actually shocked. I was like, "What? Tim finally found out what Iceman's really about."
If you notice, when they did their apologies, Tim didn't. They didn't socialize. I mean, they weren't rude.
I think Iceman was coached. I'm sorry.
No. It was he hadn't met all those people before. It was just Ice did come. He asked him to bury the hatchet. Apologies were done, and he literally held it for 5-6 months. He really did.
Right.
And everybody else didn't believe it. Well, because he was holding it. See, people forget because it looked like he came over and he was mouthing off to Tim and he brought me into it. So Tim had me come out to listen to what he was saying. Right. That's when I got brought in because he came over to Tim and was talking crap and brought me in. And I did write a diss track and he joked that he wanted to hear it. One of my limericks. It wasn't a diss track. It was my poems. But
right.
But I threw it away because when Tim and them had made peace, right? To me, if him and Tim have a clean slate, I'm going to give him a clean slate. So when it got time and Tim's like, look, You're not working anymore. Why don't you get on there? There's a lot of good people. Because I had dipped my toe in and met a lot of good women on here and guys. So I wanted to
Facts.
see, I wanted to broaden my horizons. I thought, we should be able to go anywhere. And so that's how that started. And he did hold his word for that. So Tim,
Right.
if you notice, even though they had that apology, they didn't really commingle. They didn't go at each other or talk
Right.
shit about each other. Once in a while there'd be a dig like, oh, Iceman's a piece of shit, or he'd say,
Right.
fuck
Yeah.
Triple T. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like going at it or talking shit about each other. It was actually a respectable apologies and truce, and it was good. Well, because of that, I wanted to go over and start hanging out. So because I was over there, well, then Holly was going over there too. Now, Artie and
What up,
Jaw,
feller?
Chelsea, hey fella, and then we're already over there, right? Not Bird and Sasquatch and all of them yet. But it was Chelsea, Carrie, Jaw, Artie. I don't know all their regulars. So as I started going around and getting to meet each other, he was funny. I thought it was funny him doing Tim's live, and to me that's funny. That compliment. I mean, that flattery. So I thought it was funny content. So I would sit there, and one day he had done something so effing funny. I swear to God, I fell off the couch. I was laughing so hard. I had to run to the bathroom because I was like, I am going to piss myself and I
Right.
can't even. I saved it. And when
Right.
Tim come home, he's like, "What the hell are you laughing?" I had probably been laughing for a good 45 minutes.
Damn.
And I don't know if he was by himself or Filthy was up there, but whatever, I laughed my ass off. He was so funny, right? Soon
Right.
as Tim come in, he says, "What the hell is wrong with you?" You could take that off the screen. I just
Okay. Want me
wanted
to?
to I just
Right.
wanted to prove that, it's out there. If you're not going to watch, don't expect me, kind of thing. But
Right.
so when Tim came home, he's like, "What the hell are you laughing so hard about?" So I showed him Filthy's, and oh my God, he dropped his briefcase and he started laughing. I said, "I told you he is funny." He said, "Yeah, but I've never seen this side." I said, "I know, because sometimes the beef and all that's always going on."
Right.
So Tim started going over there with me. And we had Holly and Joe going over there. And Amy sometimes, because Dan, really, they had their beefs and Dan wasn't buying it. You know what I
Let me
mean?
see if it works.
But
Hold
he
on.
did come over and
Trying to get rid of it now. I'll just leave it
no,
there.
it's okay.
Fuck it. No, I was trying to see if to, because it's giving me the option to kick, but I don't want it kicking you out of the studio. Oh, let me see if
I
it
wonder
works.
if I
Hold on.
stop the screen. Do I hit that? There you go.
There you
Does
go.
that work?
All right. Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
Got no stream. It's on back ordered chance. And
That's all Joe said, that he's got a failure to appear in the future or something like that.
Harley, is that a misunderstanding with you and Wolfsack? Because he's really a good guy, I promise.
Gargle. I liked Feller's comment.
Gargamel
What did
from
he
the
write?
comment. Who?
He said something about the Feller. What'd you write? Where's your comment at? Said something about where he likes to spend his.
Probably up.
All right, what's going on, Chef? Welcome back.
Okay, the Smurfette. Okay.
Where did it go?
I don't know. What happened to Moto? Did he have to go on a delivery? Did SMB send him out on a delivery? Oh, okay.
What's this SMP? Something you want me to play?
Anyways, what happened was, so that's how we all ended up over there, okay?
Right.
Well, anytime I'd go over, he'd be like, just drop the link or ask for it. I can come up. I'm always welcome, like what you say, and a lot of people. So that night, Tim was live last week, or whenever they did that interview with the guitar guy. So, I had gone over to the MFers defending Ice and Bird and all them. I had been fighting all kinds of people to tell
Right, you
him
were trying to be the voice of reason.
Yeah, I'm going to hang with him because I'm looking past what he's done. Okay.
Right.
So more and more people started doing that, and you see people going around to other chats. They'll go where they want to go, and that's all I could add. So, anyways, well, that night I left, and like I usually do, if somebody's live, whether it's Bird or if it's Ice or somebody else that I follow, you or Chef, I'll leave
go and
Tim's.
show some love. Right.
Yeah, I'll jump in and be like, "Hey, Tim's live, but I just wanted to stop by." But he always tells me when I come in, I can just jump up, just ask for the link or something like that. That's how it had been.
Right.
That night, when I jumped in, he had like a 12-point video, which I didn't know what was going on, but I was asking in the chat. All they had to do was scroll up and see what I was asking. So when I got there, I kept asking, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was told, 12-point, he's talking about all of us. That's what I was told.
Right.
So then I heard John make a question, why now after 4 months? So in capital letters, because you know that Tim hears stuff from people that are outside. And I heard some stuff. So I had an idea. So in bold caps, I said, "Hey, it's a distraction. It's a distraction," right? Jaw read it and he says, "Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I don't know if Jaw was up there at that time or not. I think they were. I think Jaw was up there with Gene and Ice.
Right.
Somebody said, I have to agree that, it's got to be. So, and then a question was said again. So I said it again. And then I just
Dan, it's
happened.
all your fault.
So I saw the guitar guy and then it hit me. Guitar, they were talking about guitar and I saw him and I says, "Did you see what I said? It's a distraction." And he said, "Yes." At first he said, "No, I didn't see your comment." So I wrote it again. He said, "Yes, that's exactly what it is." So he was saying it.
Right.
I happened to just turn to him. They had not said anything about doing a big interview, okay? This was totally a fucking misunderstanding, a miscommunication, but I listened. So I asked him, "Would you like to go over on Triple T's and tell your story?" I thought he was going to tell a story about how he got the guitar because I didn't know anything else about that, okay? Because you hadn't heard Tim say anything.
We're talking about the guitar that Church gave to.
Yes, the
Right.
guy from the beat. Okay, but for a fact, if you go back for the last 6 months, Tim never even mentioned the guy. It wasn't brought up over in our circle, so I had no idea. So when I asked, all of a sudden, it was either Gene or Ice, and it's not I just can't remember. They said, "We got this, Miss Lori."
Right.
Like, okay. Never said another word to him about an interview. People were texting. Out of the blue, he says, "Hey, hit me up on IG. It's the same name." And you can look at the chat. I didn't say anything else about interviews or talking to him. He said, "Hit me up on IG. It's the same." So I said, okay. I stayed for a few more, maybe a second, a minute. And then my phone was beeping from Holly about, "Hey, come check this out." So I came back. I left and came over.
Right.
So I thought that was the end of it. Well, I went to go back to show love again. The stream was done. So Tim was still live, but I was in the Discord, and Vicky came over to our ladies' Discord. She was upset, and she said, "Hey, Ice is attacking me, and I don't know why." Now I had told her that he didn't want her in the chat in his room. Okay, he never said nothing about keeping her out of the Discord or away from him, just out of his channel. Okay, I did what he asked me to, but she's a grown woman. I can't stop her from, Well, he came in and I guess she said something and he snapped. So she came to me not understanding. I said, "Vicky, okay, let me go talk to him." So I went over and I was like, "Ice, what's going on?" "Oh, you know what's going on, blah, 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 blah." And he just started in. And he says he didn't do it, but ask them, why did it have to get deleted before anybody can see what was said?
When you say Vicky, you mean Victoria, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's when we found out later the next day, Charlie had said you guys were
because
talking.
you messaged me. You want. Okay.
He said you guys told him you had receipts, proof that Vicky was the one going around and screenshotting our Discords and passing it out and betraying all of us ladies. Okay.
No, I did a live. We ended the live. It was me, Dragon, Chef, and Charlie D.
Yep.
And something was brought up that apparently Victoria or somebody had receipts about Victoria doing whatever. I just brushed it off my shoulder because I knew it wasn't true. Like, Victoria's not that type of person. So,
But Charlie ran to Bird, and without
okay,
receipts, she went to ICE. So
right,
that's why they all wanted her out of their channels. They didn't want nothing to do with her. They
right.
didn't trust her anymore, right? So when I asked them, why'd you end your stream? You know why you did it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it got bad. Somebody went in. They deleted all of it. The proof. Oh, I didn't go off on her. I was just talking. Yeah, no. And then
Fucking
it was
Joe.
said, I came at him first. That's not true. And the persons that were in the middle that know about it, no, that wasn't true. It was Victoria attacked. I had to go over there. I was trying to calm him down because I thought we were friends. I didn't know there was anything going on. Well, then he accused me of
Now,
trying
this
to
is
steal.
Iceman, right? You were
Yep.
trying to. Okay.
Yep. So then I started being accused that I was trying to get clout and views and I was stealing them. So I was like, what the hell's going on? I was like, I never did that. It was a fucking misunderstanding. I never was trying to take your interview. I honestly asked several times, what's the conversation? So the fight, it just, whatever is what he said. And you know how he does that. Hey, Wog. So
What's up, Wog Boys?
we went our separate ways, right? I told Victoria,
Right.
I went back. He said, I told you. I said, she's a grown woman. I can tell her to stay out, but she's not going to be kicked out of
Right.
Discord. I said, so he had IG'd me. Okay. He says he didn't, but I can prove he did. And he was telling me, we were
Is his
talking.
IG Iceman owns? Is that his IG?
The one, yes, he
Okay.
did, but I don't know. I don't know if it was the day before his got locked because he said he had another one. I
Okay.
don't know. I just know I do have his. And we were talking, and then he told me, "Hey, I need you to keep Victoria away from me." I said, "What's going on?" And the last things we were talking about when he was telling me that she was, I'm like, "Really? She's the one betraying us? Do you have receipts? Because before I'm going to cuss her out for betraying us, right?
Right.
I want to have my proof." Okay. He said, I'm going to get him. All right. And if somebody wants to, I know what I'm going to hear that I didn't say that. I'm going to make sure I pull this up really quick because
Right.
I'm not going to be called a liar tomorrow.
What-
This did.
Glitch Gang, what link? We'll get to it. I can always look it up on YouTube too if it's a YouTube link.
You know what? I'll just finish the story and then I'll show you. But there's no, I'm not going to do it public and embarrass. He knows. So he talked to me, right?
Right.
He says, tell her to stay away from me. And the last thing he says, he's like, I'll get him. I'll look into it. I'm working on it. That's exactly what he said. When I said, Ice, can you get me the receipts? He said, I'm working on it. I said, all right. He said, but until then, make sure she stays away from me. I said, I got you. Okay. Then he threw that up at me, right? I thought everything was cool when he told me they had it handled. I thought it was done. I just stepped into something I had no damn clue. Well, early the next morning.
Hey, Shy.
Hey, Shy. I get up and I rewatch it. And toward the end, after that happened and I left, you can see Dumb Genius and him actually forced John to here's what they did. Did you see that? Woohoo! I'm a psychic. Woohoo! Did you see that? Did you see it? I'm a psychic. He said, I saw it. You were right. And they're like, John. And then they go private chat. Then they come out and they're like, did you see that? And he's like, well, it kind of looked like, come on, John. You know what you saw. We saw it. Yeah. That's what it looks like. So then I realized you and motherfuckers were talking about me. I ain't stupid. It clicks. I ain't dumb. I don't need your hand signals and your, police signals and smokes. I know what you were talking about. I knew exactly.
Right.
Okay. So I had no idea what was going on. Well, Joe talks to Gene that morning. Tim's a cockroach. Tim's a roach. Blah, 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 blah. Attacking Tim.
Oh, that's right. You were saying when Gene was talking to Joe on the phone.
Yep. But he never called Tim a roach. So I guess he's calling Jacksonville Joe a liar because that's where we got our information.
Joe, you want to come up in, brother?
So that's how that started. So Tim felt betrayed because he wasn't even a part of that, but Gene just stabbed a knife in his back. So he has a reason to get mad, but he's attacking a smaller channel. So he's being accused of stealing of going after these lower channels supposedly because of jealousy over an interview.
Right.
Now, after he was doing that, the guitar guy did call Tim or IG and asked him if he could talk to him. Can he call?
Right.
I think it's 12:31 in the morning. Tim has all the messages. He sent everything to Tim. They talked. Tim listened to what his story, okay? He said, sure, I'll hear you out. He didn't think nothing about it. We thought it was about a guitar. He goes back and he watches the interview.
All right.
Okay. I talked to Holly, right?
Right.
Who is saying, hey, you might want to talk to Tim because did you catch the end of that interview? Did you see what it was really about? I said, no, we didn't. Please tell Tim to go watch it. So that's when Tim finished the video. He's like, yeah, he said, I can't be anything if he's going to bash Ryan Upchurch at anyway. He says, I'm a fan. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to, I'll let Gene and them have it. I don't need the views. I'm not looking for anything. If he wanted to, he could have played it and it would have reached more people.
What's up, MMC?
He decided not to do it. Okay. He also reached out to Fusion and he reached out to Sin TV before the other guys. And Sin had the receipts, but he was going on vacation. So that's why Sin didn't have it.
Yeah.
And they got it. Okay. So that's the backstory. And that's how Tim got dragged into a petty fight that I kept trying to talk to him. No, I want to talk to a man. I want to talk to your man. I want to talk to T. Triple T had nothing to do with that. He's not going to talk to you.
Right.
I made the mistake. Talk to me. Let's fix this. I'm not talking to women because when women get attacked, they run off. And I said, I've never ran off and cried to Tim that, he's just been mean to me.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
But he wanted to drag Tim into it. Tim had already just found out that he had been stabbed in the damn back by Gene, who he thought was at least cool, if not a friend.
Right.
So that's how Tim got involved with the fight with Ice and Gene. They brought him into it. Not me, not Tim. Once again, facts. They went after, and they were talking to Joe on the phone that morning, called him a roach because of that. That's how that story happened. It had nothing to do with them three fighting over a freaking interview. Them three fighting was with me because I didn't realize what was going on, and I asked. So then the next part, they got Holly and them involved. Somebody betrayed the women's chat, our Discord. There were only 8 of us in there, okay, from other communities, so we could all talk, right? All of a sudden, now you guys know Tim was live during that interview that they were doing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The guys, Joe and 2 others, had troll names, and they were picking on Holly, Amy. Sin was getting pissed. Tim was getting pissed, wondering who these guys are trying to hit on Amy. Where the hell is Dan? They're about to kick Dan out. They're about to kick Joe's asses out. So Vicky and Holly told me our signal for our women's Discord, right? I go over into our Discord. They tell me, hey, these are the people. And Victoria said the same thing Holly did. All I said was, okay, LOL. That's the screenshot. It has
the word code in it, right? That signal? No.
No code. The code was just random in the chat that nobody could figure it out, but we can. When we see it, we all know what it is.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because I wasn't going to do obvious like Signal 6 that other people have, okay?
Right.
I'm going to make sure ours is hidden so we know. Anyways, so I go over there and get that. That next day, right? He's going off on Holly about secret code names and you guys were over trolling my account. It had nothing to do with that. Plus the cartoon that Tim had done that Wednesday with the cage, right? We didn't know anything about the trigger of a cage with this, I guess his name's Scarface. We didn't know anything about that guy. So he goes after Holly. So we're trying to tell him, go back 3 days. There's a cage with little me. That's who she's laughing at. Little me even laughed. But then I said something, and I don't think he missed that, okay? He totally missed it. whether it was on purpose or not. He didn't see it. Holly was all, everybody knew. Okay. Everybody, even his people were telling him, Holly didn't do that. It was about little me. He didn't want to listen. So he kept going off. Tim calmly, even though he had been stabbed in the back, he went over and talked to him. He didn't yell at him. And he said, you're messing with the wrong one. It wasn't about you. The trolls were in my account. He wouldn't listen. John and them were even telling him, dude, listen, these are small beefs. But that same day that this was going on, he had just been big time doxxed by somebody on the little MFers. Okay. Something about his parole, stuff like that. It all just fell on one same day. The dump of the parole officers calling his PO with all this. What happened the night before with the interview that I had no idea. The troll names with Holly and them. This is how simple this argument was. And we were all trying to reach out to talk to them. So Tim, instead of being angry after that big fight, he said, we're already going to war with little me. We're all fighting amongst ourselves with ICE, but we're the ones who started it, right? But remember, keep in mind, it was about an interview. Who stabbed Tim in the back and called him a roach? That's where this led up to, okay? That's the focal point I want people to remember, okay? Because Tim had nothing to do with this, but yet we started it. Okay. Anyways, all this got dumped on him. Everybody was told, put your feelings aside. It doesn't matter if he hurt your feelings and you guys were wronged and he's falsely accusing you. This is more important. So we all got to, comfort ICE person. So I was like, I know, once again, he can hurt people, but we'll swallow it and we'll take care because this is more important. This is real life. He doesn't deserve to be locked up because that was our thinking at the time, right? So we're trying to talk to them that no matter what you've said about us or falsely accused us, what happened to you is wrong. There are people in the Discord telling him, listen to them. Do you see that they are your friends? They're putting aside their beefs with you. Oh, F them. I don't fuck this fake shit. You ain't real, blah, blah, blah. And he just wouldn't stop. So Joe goes over. Why are you butthurt? Oh, you want to do these fake troll accounts and come in my account and blah, blah. That's where he got his beef with Joe. Tim came back. You don't want to get in that mix. He said, I'm trying to talk to you reasonably. He wasn't yelling at him. He wasn't putting him down. He was talking to him. Even John says, yep. Right. John and all of them were there. They know Tim tried it, right?
Right.
That's when he started attacking Tim. And he said, go ahead. Or no, let me back that. Tim did he said, how am I going to fix this? He said, too many beefs. You got the big beef from across the aisle, but then you got all these stupid petty ones. Right. He did a cartoon. I was like, please don't do this cartoon. I thought it was going to blow up with the little MFers. They wouldn't take the joke. I did not think it was going to be Ice and Gene because Gene's always doing comedy. I thought he would see the humor in it, right? They did, as they're watching it and they're putting down the characters of all the little MFers are there. They're laughing on Bird's stream about it. But as soon as it got to the skit, and everything in that cartoon is real beefs that each person in there, right, has had with each other. And did you get the hint about the characters? Everybody's talking about and joking, oh, nobody wants to meet Feller on the street. Hey, he's this big guy, right? Right. So as a joke, Tim put him as a big guy. Carolina Rebel, okay? He's always saying, oh, who made Tim the YouTube sheriff or the YouTube guy? Yeah. So he made himself the sheriff, okay? That's right. He did the skit with Dumb Genius in his mask, and he did Ice, okay? He did all the beefs going around. Everybody else loved it. Oh, they hated it. It was in poor taste. Right. Okay? That's all that was, is the characters were based on what everybody sees them and talks shit about them. Tim says he's the YouTube guy. John is this, blah, blah, blah. Buddy is the little frumpy little brother of Feller. Feller's this big guy. But the word that came out was, oh, he must like little Feller. They must have made peace because look at how they made him look good. No, that's what everybody always talks about him is, oh, he's got to be this big guy. So Tim over-exaggerated. That's what a cartoon was. It was just to end. Well, all of a sudden, all the little MFers, their temperatures went from 100 down to 2. They realized it. They all commented. Filthy came over. He commented, thumbs up. Everybody seemed to understand what it was about. Those two didn't. They took it as an attack. But yet they threw the first knife in Tim's back. So when they started attacking Holly, and we're all over there, right?
Right.
He comes at Tim about his little gay, childish cartoon, Sesame Street bullshit, okay? Tim still doesn't lose his cool. He's laughing. He's trying to keep his temper because he was the one backstabbed by them when he don't even know what the hell he did. Because we hadn't been told yet. He hadn't been told yet. I knew that he had been called a cockroach. Tim just didn't know why they were yelling at him, right?
Right.
So, hey, Amy. So he's trying to talk to him. And then he's like, go write another effing cartoon. And what about the cage? You know this, blah, blah. Because the rumor from so-and-so put my mom locked me in a cage. Tim said, okay, you're going to keep running your mouth, Ice. And I will put your mom in with you being put in the cage. You ain't nothing but a pussy if you don't do it. Tim's like, I was like, Ice, he's not going to do it. We're on Jaws panel. I was like,
Iceman's antagonizing Tim.
Yeah.
Is what it
calling
sounds
him
like.
Yeah, he's poking the bear, calling him a pussy if he does not. And it's in Jaws live, but Jaws deleted
jumped in the phone booth with the Bobcat.
Tim's trying to sell him. Okay, if that's what you want, I'm going to do
it.
Come on. Do you want to just stop this now?
You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
And I said, when Tim left, I said, Ice, he's not going to do that. Ice is like, he's a fucking pussy if he won't do it. He's a bitch ass pussy. He just kept going. Tim's in the background because I'm on my speaker on my phone on Jaws panel.
Right.
Calmly. I'm not yelling at Ice. I'm literally talking to him.
Being the voice of reason.
I get him. And Jaws backing me up because we are trying to end it.
Right.
He's trying to say the same thing.
Facts.
We get an apology. Well, whatever. Okay. Maybe if you're right. So he apologizes half-assed to Holly and to Joe. I get him to admit that he didn't get any facts on Victoria. So he cusses out Charlie. Look, I told you, you mother, you're going to make me look stupid. Okay. So he went after Charlie for that. So he apologized to Victoria. But yet they didn't still want her around, even though she didn't do anything, right? So then I start talking to us. I hear Miss Lori, can you see how? Yes, I can actually see where it looks suspicious to him. I really could. I could see his side because I put myself on that other side. I'm not yelling. I'm not accusing or pointing the finger. I'm talking. So when he says his point, I said, all right, Ice, now look, run your chat back. Go look. How many times did I ask what the subject was? What was going on? Well, you wanted to get up in my life. Let's go back and look at every live that I've come in. What do you always say? There's the link. You want to come up, Miss Lori. You know you're always welcome, Miss Lori. Here's the link. All you got to do is ask. That's all I did was ask. So he took those because of what happened with the little MFers that I was out to get him that day. Okay. So he said, okay, we can just, I guess so. Never apologize where his misunderstanding. So why was I going to apologize? If it's a misunderstanding and he don't have to apologize.
Right.
Why am I going to? Right. I didn't know what was going on. He's the one who
everyone's against me mentality.
Yeah. Well, he made the assumption that I was out to get him. And when I tried to prove it, he's just like, whatever, I guess so. That wasn't making peace. But I took it. Okay. A few hours later, he goes live. He says, oh, you all think I'm stupid. I know those troll names were in my account. So once again, his apology to Holly just meant nothing. Going at me, which he never apologized. And then he throws in Tim again. So what's Tim do? He goes to the drawing board and he writes that cartoon. Now, she wasn't attacked. The beef was what he did to antagonize Tim. He did it to Feller. After he went after Stephanie, Feller told him, get his wife's mouth out of there, right? It didn't happen. Now, it didn't matter whatever had happened prior, them fighting in the chats or whatever. That didn't matter. He turned it vulgar by what he attacked this man's wife, who has only apologized and been nice to him on several panels, including ours when we were doing the peace talks, remember? She stood up and apologized. So, when he wouldn't and he doubled down, Fella said, keep talking. I'm going to come there. I'm going to cut off your damn head and send your head to your mom.
Right.
Tim put that in the cartoon to show this is the beef. Let's bring all the beefs, how stupid they are, to the surface.
Right.
It wasn't about Sesame Street and drama and content. No, it was about showcasing all the stupid beefs in a cartoon to just show people how stupid it is and what the real story is on both sides, what they both were at fault, right? This was said, but this was said. That was it. From that moment on, he was labeled attacking that woman. He had his mom put a comment saying that Tim was a bully. He never bullied her. In fact, he did it classy. He didn't even show the head taken off of his character, right?
Right.
And it was a box. And he just said, I have a heads up for you. Or two heads are better than one.
Right.
That's it. Because that's what the beef was between Ice and Fella. Okay? It wasn't taken outside of YouTube in real life. Nothing. It started because Tim was attacked. But they don't want to go back and ask about the facts. They want to blindly just jump on that grenade with him. All of them. There's several that are in that orbit. They know the truth because they were there. They were watching, but none of them will stand up. So that's why I'm going to stand up. Because you might be afraid to speak your piece because you're afraid he'll come after you. You're not going to do a false narrative that when Tim didn't do shit. And then what happened on Gene's panel last night? He admitted, yeah, Tim didn't know anything. I'll take it. It was Lori. Did he apologize for calling him a cockroach? Oh, no, he denied it, doubled down, and called him again. I never said it, but you're a cockroach, Tim. He just admitted Tim had nothing to do with the beef.
Right.
But instead of being man enough to say, you know what, I admit you didn't have nothing. I'm sorry. I did tell Joe I called you a cockroach because I thought you were part of it, but I see it now. I looked at it. You weren't alive. That's how the true beef started, and it snowballed from there.
Right.
And they can all look it up, and there's facts. And every one of them that are in the Gene team, they're the ones that have the facts and know that everything I just said is 100. Because where's all the missing attacks from him that started it with me and Vicky in the Discord? They're gone. Why is that?
The way I see it, it's like, Iceman and Gene were like, basically kissing Tim's ass and wanting, wanting his help. And then along with not everybody, when we first started to get to know Tim, it's like they get to a certain amount of people, and then all of a sudden they don't need Tim anymore. And that's what pisses me off. Like, Tim will, he'll do anything for anybody, and it's just the backstabbing, fence riding, two-faced bullshit is what.
And Tim didn't jump on to help Bird. It was brought to Tim that they messed with her, that somebody messed with their sub count. Okay.
Right.
We were told it was the little MFers. They had built up her sub count, and then she was excited. And then when she looked, they were all gone. When it was brought to Tim, he felt so bad for her that he did have me reach out to her and like, would you like me to come up? Because we can do where I talk to you, we just have a conversation, or you want to interview, whatever you want, however you want to do it, your channel. But he will help bring people over to get you back to your 500. That's what he did. Okay. Just like helping somebody else, spent hours even offline, helping them build a channel. And because I had a problem with him being sneaky in the middle of the morning and using the term trash. And then, I told you, watch. He was in the middle of another big scandal again. And what happened when he got butthurt? There's only one person who had all the information about Tim that Tim trusted and helped, and who ran and acted like a bitch. But that's okay. Like I said, if something does happen because the blackmail goes through and he's brought in and questioned and he spills the beans on where the information came from, I hope he's ready.
Better be ready for a fucking
because
that's going to be coming your way, boy.
We know that, if he makes remarks about beating women or, Rex being called a stalker, people do have skeletons, and they're very public skeletons that could be found and have been found.
It's So that's why I had to take
I
a
just
step
called
back
him
in the
out.
story because
I called him
like,
out to come talk to me last
Right.
night. I said, if you have a problem and you want to use the word the trash is going to be taken out soon because you knew what you were going to do, come to the channel and talk to me because we had another clean slate. I gave him a clean slate until I saw what was going on behind the scenes and I called him out. I'll call him out every day.
What are you talking about, Mocon? Iceman claimed he was told by someone else that I have info on Tim.
Yeah, and we got the receipts where he was reaching out to Mocon on IG, begging him, like, hey, I heard you got dirt on Tim. Mocon said you had wrong. Oh, and another thing. He said he used to have a pedophile.
What dirt? Tim and they're both open books. Like what fucking dirt do you have? Like stop.
Let me tell you this story. Let's see how this one flies. He told everybody this morning or last night that if everybody goes back and remembers, Tim hung with a pedophile himself on his channel. He rocked with one. All right. Here's where he lied. Okay. There was Jekyll Records. All right. And we know that Dan and Jacksonville Joe were with him. Now, they did not know this guy lied about that he was a soldier.
Right.
He met the guy at the bar, the girl at the bar, so she had an ID.
Yep.
Okay. So that Nitro was doing all that digging behind the scenes and brought some information to Tim. So he checked into it. The guy was a recruiter, met the chick at the high school. So he knew she was underage.
Yep.
All right. As soon as Dan and Joe found out, they told him to go pound rocks. They left his ass in the duck, and everybody did.
Right.
Tim then went on his channel with them, and he roasted that pedophile. That pedophile never was on Tim's channel. Tim never ran with that pedophile. But he lied again to spread a false narrative against Tim. But we can't call that out. We're supposed to just let him run, because we're supposed to be better than that.
Right.
Why? Why do we have to be better and let that kind of filth and those lies and that backstabbing and those knives and back? Why do we have to sit back? Because somebody else would? No, you're not going to lie because I'm going to bring the smoke. I'm going to bring the facts. Exactly. It's all right there on Tim's channel. And now he's being told that they're talking about how he's been deleting stuff off his channel. He only deleted when I went foul because with the new Facebook rules, everybody knows if you don't clean up your folders and they come in and they start running those algorithms with those recognitions of keywords, they're not going to ask you. They're probably going to zip your whole channel from you. Right. Okay. So that's what's going on. Because the other night when we were all joking, it did get raunchy, but it was in a funny way. We were talking about the wrenches and everything like that.
Right.
So I'm sure there's some people, they're not going to believe it, but they're listening. That's how Tim got involved in the drama. He was dragged in, kicking and screaming. He tried to cool it down instead of yelling. John knows the facts. There are a lot of them that know the facts. Artie knows the facts because they were present for a lot of that. Point blank, Tim had nothing to do with the misunderstanding about the interview. He never asked for the interview. The guy reached out to him. It was me. But then he went on there and said, Triple T. Everybody knows it was me that night because Gene or them said, Lori, we got that. They all know. He might not have known, but he had to have heard them say that. So it's okay because he doesn't know Triple T, but he's going to badmouth Triple T that he's going after these smaller channels when he don't have the facts. He listened to one side. He did not care to hear the real facts. And knowledge is power. Facts are facts. The more knowledge you have, the more facts you have, the more power you have because you're in the right. And that's why you have to bring up my vagina for 2 days straight because I had you on the facts. Because you couldn't come at me with facts. You had your lies, and I'm going to come with facts, but she's going to twist it. Bird said it. That's the narrative. I'm going to twist it. The funny thing is, she's going after Roland. I told Roland, go watch the tape. See where I came at you? No. Bird said I was going and begging Artie to give her my number, desperate to talk to her, and she just didn't want to talk to me. She never told me she didn't want to talk to me. I wouldn't have wasted my fucking time, period. 2.
Fake news, as I call it.
When I was talking to Roland, I only reached out to Roland because when that tape was dropped that was asked about the phone call with the stalker guy,
Yeah.
I wasn't there. And he said they are twisting the narrative to fit what they want to say. And so was the chat listing us as this or that, right?
Yep.
They weren't here. So all I wanted in the IG, and I said to him, I know you probably won't apologize. I wouldn't expect one, but I was not there. Go watch it. Oh, I
Right.
know. I didn't mean you. I said, okay. So I thought that was the end of it. But then I hear, oh, and then he said, well, I'll talk to her. I said, no. I said, no, you don't have to do that. And I've got it. All I said was, no, you don't have to. But I would be willing to talk to her anywhere, any place.
Right.
Because once again, facts were, everything was being blown out of proportion. And the facts were, I had them. Okay.
Right.
I have the facts. I'm not going to put something out there. Okay. I had the receipts. Okay. He admitted I wasn't part of that. But yet everybody in the chat heard them say, I was asking him and begging him to get her to talk to me. I did not. I actually said, no, it's okay. That was it. I also told other people, I didn't go to Artie begging for her to take my number. I just said, if you trust her and she would like my number, you could give it to her. And they're like, it's probably just it's just a misunderstanding. We know that. Give it time. There's a lot going on. So, okay. That's it. But then the very next, okay. Then she IGs me. I had IG'd her a couple of days prior about calming it down, right?
Right.
She didn't get it. She said she didn't get it till she was looking for me the night we were going off and she thought we were attacking her character and her morals. Nobody did that. We said the apology was fake because when you can't show your face and you have to be told, okay, Ice, how can we lose the excuses and just focus on this?
Right.
It was coaxing. If you have to coax an apology, it's not a real apology.
Yeah, it's not right.
No, and he didn't own up to it at first. He kept blaming it on a woman.
So basically, he had somebody talking in his ear to
tell. Yeah, but she wasn't in his ear quietly. She was telling him. But then they made the comment that they had been talking. That's not what we discussed earlier off camera. So that's why everybody thought there was a setup that they coaxed him into what was saying. That wasn't her morals. It wasn't her character. So that's where that misunderstanding came from. So that's how our beef started because because what she was going through, and some women when they get in that highly emotional, they're upset because I know that there was stuff going on with Ice and her and Jean. No, she was sad. So emotions get in the way. So she reached out. Okay.
Right.
And I said, it wasn't about your moral and your characters. We talked and she was explaining it. She was telling me her side and her feelings. And I said, okay, do you want a fresh start? You want to start fresh here?
Right.
Yes. I said, Artie just thinks the world of you. She goes, yes, I love her. I adore her too. Okay. Or I love her. I don't have word for word, but I can look it up, but I don't have to. That she knows it's the truth. So I said, so you want a clean slate? You want to just start fresh? Right. Yes, that'd be good. So I came out. I says, hi, I'm Lori. How you doing?
Right.
So she came and she goes, I'm Bird. And she had a headache. Okay. She wanted to go take some aspirin and go to bed or her medicine.
Right.
How she takes care of her headache before she goes to bed. It isn't for anybody else's business. No way she did. But she was going to, let's go say, take an aspirin. Okay.
Exactly.
And she was going to go to bed. I was like, okay, we just put out another stupid misunderstanding beef, right? Tell Artie, hey, me and Bird talked. Everything, I tell Tim, I said, looks like, we both came women to women and we were able to do it. And I even said to her, I said, I'm so glad we were able to do this off camera. We don't need the views or the clout. She said, me too.
Right.
I get up the next morning. She's on her panel. And it was all gone. Everything was totally twisted, fabricated, mixed up, whatever you want to call it. Okay? I had to wait to that night. So she had all day. I tried to get over there. I was blocked. Okay? I couldn't get over there. Now, earlier she told me even her mom was blocked. She didn't know how we all got blocked, but it happened to her mom too. She didn't accuse Iceman. She didn't accuse him. She just says she don't know how it happened, but we were blocked, all of us, okay? So I'm thinking everything's good. All day I hear Ice. I hear her just going at me. So when that night came, Tim put out.
It's my wife, Sarah.
Yeah, I think I better. Hey, Sarah. I had to wait to that night. So you can imagine I'm hearing all this shit all day. People are
Right.
me. Did you see? Did you? And it's just like, wait a minute. This a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not fact. That's twisted. That's warped. My blood, I'm up to 100 because I just made peace with you.
Right.
You wake up and all of a sudden it's a whole different, but I'm supposed to understand because you had something bad happen to you. Just because something bad happens to you, you don't betray somebody that you made a deal with. You go after the person who made you upset.
Facts.
So that night when I went on, that's why I looked like I was all pumped up and ready to go for war. Because I was. Because once again, the false narrative and the lies. Because you cry or you're emotional, you're believable. But if you have balls, then you fight back and you stand up. Facts. And you don't run and you don't need a man to coddle you because you're not going to cry. You're going to actually go put on the war paint and you're going to go. Right. Because that's what I was trained to do. I mean, I did wrestle. I did fight. You know what I mean? And I did join the army and went through basic. I might not have stayed in long because with the Gulf War kicking off and parents, we had kids. It doesn't matter. But I was built a different way.
I was there for that when you were talking about it.
So I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to be crying and begging people to be my friend or I'm sad and come comfort me. Because you know what? Those who knew the facts, not a fucking one had the balls to say to her, look, I know you're emotional, but you know that's not what happened with you and Lori. It's okay. Why don't you wait and calm and talk? Not one fucking person. But you know what? Tim went up against S&P to protect people with a diss track. There wasn't one put out before Tim's to defend Bird and Artie and Jaw. Tim did it. And then I would say stuff to S&P. And when all the fights were going on between them, I went over onto Tony's channel. I'm the one that defended all of them. Never saw them go over there to try to defend me or Tim. Right. It was easy just to make up stories and make everybody believe we were the ones that were the drama. So I'm going to tell the facts. And the funny thing is they don't care about the facts. I brought the messages, just like tonight. You don't call yourself out for that word, but you sure made sure you put out the screenshot that you know I had 90 people and I was down looking like that.
It was a little over 100. I mean, I
know at different times. I'm busy on this chat trying to read what's going on, right? I'm not paying attention because we have our mods there, but it still gets brought up, even though people admitted that I did not see it, right?
Right.
So I had those receipts. I even apologized for getting a little upset that somebody thought I
saw it. I didn't even see it because it was like.
Yeah. But I apologized, even though at first I didn't, because you said that, oh, did you see that was said? And she was there. And did you hear what she said? So yeah, I'm going to get upset because no, I didn't see it. Why didn't you ask me if I saw it or say, hey, Lori, did you catch that? So yeah, I'm going to get pissed. Then
I was reading Shai's comment.
That's okay. So then when I see it, the apology,
stop.
Right away, I apologize for getting upset that I saw the apology. But then when I'm only talking facts about a conversation with me and Roland over there, she attacking Roland now. She's, got Roland in her mouth. No, I'm speaking facts that Roland said they included me into a narrative of a freaking recording of a conversation with 3 guys or 4 guys on one. I had nothing to do with that. And the night before, I literally said, please do not. There's no beef there. Let it go.
Right.
And then I gave props to Petey Weedy, who didn't even remember what he could have said. But if he did offend anybody, he did apologize. I even shouted that out. And I still told Tim he was wrong for doing that. Okay? But, I control him. We're not equal. And then I hear a narrative that he beats me. I know you guys heard that he beats me in the shadows. Skeletons. Because look. And what did little weasel Sabox and Shane have to say?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, you saw how, she said he only either happy or really pissed off. Yeah, bitch, that's what traumatic brain injury is when you get hit by 5 IEDs in combat.
Facts. Right.
Sometimes you can be happy because it messed with a certain part of his
The brain. Right. Exactly.
Drugs didn't mess up his brain, Shane.
Right.
IED blast, concussions from being thrown so many feet or being trapped under a vehicle. That's it. But they want to use it because they don't have it. They know I've got the facts on my side. So what do? They've got to twist it that I'm the one starting the drama. I'm the one going around kicking up the drama. The problem is most people, they're screenshotting everything that they're trying to say I'm doing. They're all sending me the screenshots. I don't have to do a damn thing. That's how I had the facts. Every time I've came up here and been able to prove everything false that they have said about me, but I'm the drama starter. It's not a person telling lies or twisting facts. Right. Because if they're upset, I'm supposed to swallow my anger about their lies because they're upset. Let me coddle them. It's okay. You can get away with telling your lies today. Fuck that shit. You want to tell a lie? Be a man or a woman and stand up.
Right. Own up to your shit.
But only we are. And then we get accused of they want to take it IRL in real life. Right. Show me where we took it out of the YouTube. Because we never called jobs. Oh, ICE does that. Oh, that's outside of you. That's real life. But you don't call ICE on that. Let's see. You don't call him out about
he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he causes somebody to lose their job and
no. He's the one, but if somebody went to his parole officer, we're all supposed to surround him because that was so effed up at what the little MFers did. But it's okay that he could do it. But because, it doesn't matter that
we're the bad guys, but he's never at fault. He doesn't do anything wrong.
And it's always a woman's fault. Now it's my fault, that he keeps talking about my dry pussy. That's my fault. I'm making him do that because I called him out on his lies and they can't even see that I caught him on his lies. He has no argument. When a man or a woman has to resort to talking about a man's penis, right?
Right.
Or a man goes against a woman's looks or their private parts, right? Or uses the B word. It's because they don't really have a true argument and people don't see that. That's how I've been able, because they showed me, because they like to edit and then twist it to their narrative. But sometimes, because I'm clear-headed, I don't drink, I don't get high, I don't do drugs. I can see where they're coming in advance. I'm watching. So they'll come out, forget they might say something to me or to somebody else. Gene didn't even remember he told he called Tim a roach.
Right.
But he won't call Joe a liar. But, it's all Tim. Tim did this. Tim, we're attacking him over an interview. An interview he had nothing to do with, that he was attacked by both of those that night. And then admitted, okay, I can see Tim didn't have anything to do with it. So pull the knife out of his back and own up to it. And then that would have solved the beef right there between him and Gene. It would have been done. But you can't. You just sit there and keep letting ICE talk his shit. Why, you afraid he'll come at you if you don't agree with him? Tim wasn't. You really thought you had him by the balls today. You really thought he was going to come up there and be like you did to Fusion, that you were going to get him to apologize to you, that you had him, and he was trying to humiliate
not
him.
Happening.
Shane, fucking little bitch Shane's like, say please. Oh, where did he disappear to in this chat after a short time? Why didn't he keep running his mouth? I mean, he liked to say, you want a cookie? You want a cookie? That's your argument? You got fish that you catch that are way more than you and soaking wet. Get the fuck out of here. But nobody else can talk about kids, but they can.
Oh, right.
Gene's yelling at Beach, don't go after, show pictures of the guitar guy's kids, but then go after because he's one of the little MFers kids. It's okay. It's hypocrisy. And if you're going to surround yourself, it's okay if you want to stay there, but at least grab your balls, right?
Right.
Why don't you take them out of your purse sack and admit, don't be scared of what he's going to do to you. Because if you're right, you can stand on it. And more people, if they're not afraid and stand up for what's right, he loses all his power. Why are you afraid if you are in the right and you have the proof and the receipts? Why let him get away with talking shit? Right. Death before dishonor wants to talk all his shit. Put Tim down, right? Because we're standing up and fighting back. Oh, how come when he was fighting with the little MFers, they ran him off the internet for a damn, week, 2 weeks? He disappeared, didn't say a damn word. And when he came back, he waited till he had that circle before he started talking shit. But he's a badass Marine, right? Tim's not honorable because he doesn't run. He didn't get chased off by the little MFers. His wife didn't get chased off. But I didn't see any of you go over into the territory to come off your channel to go. I went all different panels, but it was about views, Scott. But I mean, I was on Fusions. I was on Ice. I went to Tony's. I mean, come on. And let's talk about the final thing that they said. We did it for clout. All right. Remember that racist panel we did?
Yep.
Okay. So it's being said we did it for the views and the attention.
No.
But they don't know. I came to about somebody feeling bad for Gene and wanted to do something and get the word out for enough people to hear it. Right. They came to me. So we started talking and we came up with this great ideal. Not Tim. It wasn't my ideal at first, but it was a combined effort between women. Women, not men, meaning no Tim, okay? We said, you know what? It had to be this late because of hours people had to work. We wanted to make sure everybody could be there and all the shows of everybody else's could be done because we did not want to take away from anybody's show. So everybody went live early that night, right? We watched Gene stay on to the last minute.
Right.
Onto Ice's page. Right?
Yep.
Jumps off, leaves. Because Tim was doing this for the views? No, I came to him.
He was bringing an important topic to the surface.
For him.
Right.
Okay? And we have some minorities in ours. We all know Blind Squad. They ride with Tim, not with them. They ride with Tim. All right? They are loyal. And you guys and Jack, you know that. So I was broached. Not me. Not for the views. Not for somebody felt really bad. People felt bad for Gene, what he has to put up with because of what Carolina Rebel did, right?
Right.
We talked. We did have the loudest platform. That's why it was offered. We're like, all right, let's spread it to all the communities. Go on Discords, do this. I'll talk to our people. I said, go to Discords, get it out there, right?
Right.
I called Tim like 3:00 in the afternoon. And I was like, babe, you're having a panel tonight at 11 o'clock. He said, 11 o'clock. I said, yes. And he said, well, what is it? I said, this is what we're going to be doing in support, showing we're a community of unity. Everybody's invited. We're going to say nobody's down with this racist crap. But yet, who didn't show up? Why? Oh, because we were looking for views and clout.
Right.
And using him for it.
Right.
It wasn't us. We didn't ask. But did it get brought up that it wasn't our ideal, that it was a combined effort between women? No. Me and Tim took the hit on that one, but it's okay. Once again, facts that they didn't have, that there's others with the facts. I'm going to be allowed. I'm going to be brutal because you're not going to come at me with lies, non-facts, and twist and attack that man when he didn't have anything to do with my misunderstanding.
Right.
You want to be bitches and stab him in the back? I am going to stand up for him. I'm going to be the one pulling the knives out that you bitches did when you admit, again, 2 weeks after all this shit blew off for a week? Oh, I can see that. Tim didn't have nothing to do with it. Well, pull the knife out. Come on, pull the knife out. Instead, you just because that got admitted.
More.
because he admitted it. Ice didn't like it. He just starts doing his character attacks. So what does Gene do? Aha! That's a good one, Ice. That's a good one. Instead of
bullshit.
But he could have been like, he just admitted Tim had nothing to do with it. So why not say, Ice, we just admitted he had nothing to do with it. So our beef with him is done.
Right.
Literally, it would have been done. Tim wasn't even doing any more cartoons because all the beefs we thought were settled. And I told him, don't put women in there. I have women begging. They have beefs. They want to be put in that damn cartoon. I said, we're not doing it right now. But then with all the lies the last 2 days and the crap, we asked the women that been asking, what's your storyline? What is the beef? We need to know facts, because if we're going to do a cartoon, or Tim is, and we're going to put you in with the person you're beefing with, we don't want it to be lies. We want to know. We don't care who started it, who's at fault. What is the beef? So that it can be brought to the light. People can laugh at it. Instead, they want to poke fun at a cartoon. He's not a cartoonist. He's doing it to help.
Surface, get it.
Yeah.
Talk about it, get it solved, and fucking move on with our life.
Why did everybody laugh at it? All this beef, all of it was so petty and brought over their misunderstanding with me, our misunderstanding. But they had to bring in Holly, Joe, Vicky, Tim. They apologize, but then he goes right back off on them again. And because he does that, other people, grown-ass men who are supposedly, we're going to stand for what's right.
You remember when my live was bombed with the freaking N-word?
And who came over to help? I didn't care. You came over, asked if I would come over.
No, yeah, I was I was fuming that night. And then my younger brother was in there, and like that that was his son. Yeah, like the look on his face, I was like, y'all better stop now.
Yep.
I don't know, like this makes me sick that people gotta act like children.
But we're having to take the hits. We did this. We're respectable. We think we're better. We never said that. Do I say we're better than Ice? I'm going to, because he started all this shit and ain't man enough. Oh, but I apologize. Beef was done. No, you never apologized, because you never went to Tim and said you were sorry. And we just, you're just going to tell me, well, I could see, yeah, I guess it's done. That ain't an apology. So I'm not going to apologize. So we're still going to have our friction, but I'm not going to come at you. I'm just going to avoid you now because I saw your character. We're done. Just like attacking Shy Wolf, right? For no reason. Chad stuck up for her, and she said another man stuck up for her. Nobody else. In the whole chat, they were all afraid. Okay? Tim didn't do anything, but they brought him in. Not one of them had the balls to apologize, but it's Tim's fault. Tim's being dragged into this by me, because they don't want to accept responsibility, and the ones that know the facts are cowards.
Right.
Because when you have the receipts and you know what's right, you're afraid of him in the end, or you're afraid he'll hurt your feelings, or you're afraid your friendships might be a little strained. Well, it's not a real friendship if you can't speak your piece and you're bullied into agreeing. That's fact. And if that's what you call a friend, keep your friends, because it's better, they say, easier to keep your friends closer than your friends. So if you're afraid to speak your mind and stand up for yourself because you're afraid of what that friend's going to say to you,
right,
you're just a coward. And you can let them talk shit about me when you know what's right and you know the facts. Yeah. Just stay the fuck away from me.
Right.
So
just go on and do your own fucking thing.
Yeah. Like, I want somebody I'm riding with. I keep secrets. I keep facts. If you want my trust, I'm going to give it to you. I know stuff about a lot. I will never betray them. Even fighting. Even mad right now, I haven't said everything about anybody I'm fighting with. Anybody. Male or female. Because I don't do that. But I've also had your back, and I've had my husband have your backs. But not one of you have stood by him, knowing he had nothing to do with this. You've let Ice and his buddies like Death Dishonor, who ran from the little motherfuckers instead of fighting them toe to toe with his macho Marine. But Tim is a disgrace. He didn't run. That's what pisses me off. Cowards calling him a coward when they're the ones afraid to step and say what's right. And like, you know what? You're a little off base. We can see both sides. We went and checked both sides. We were there. We saw this. They're yes men. Yes men. Because they're afraid to say no, man. No, sir. Because they're afraid. So if you want to label me as the ball wearer and my husband pussy whip, you see he's
or
man
I
enough.
or I, sir.
He don't worry about it because he has his manhood. He knows he's a man. He don't need to come at you guys and try to prove that he's the man of this household. He lets me be me because he knows all your lies and your petty shit. I can deal with you because I got the facts. He's at work. He don't see this shit. I see you, Death. I knew. I was around when you got ran off the internet.
He's watching.
Everybody knows Purple Teeth got ran off the internet by words, by a song, by a video, by the little MFers. So let's talk about this.
Jimmy Goo Goo.
Yep.
Really?
But he's going to talk shit and act like he's got honor because the people that are hanging around with Ice right now, they don't know the true death before dishonor. The guitar guy, he don't know the real facts. Because he doesn't want to know the real fact. He's butthurt because you heard him the other night. I sent him stuff, but he never called me back.
Right.
Why? He didn't want to step on Gene's toes. Let him have it. I mean, hell, he could have done it out of spite after being accused of trying to get the videos in the cloud. He would have probably got more views, but Tim didn't do it. He just passed. But they don't look at that. They think they won. Because they got it. But the guy admitted he sent everything to Tim too. Tim just didn't call him back because that's what friends, even though he was pissed at the backstabbing that you did, Gene, he didn't want to step on your toes. He wanted you to have it. But they can't see that. Tim's a coward. No. Cowards are when you realize that he had nothing to do with it and you still ain't man enough. None of you cowards. None of you who have the facts.
I didn't know 5 Purple Hearts and 1 Bronze Star was
4.
being a coward.
4.
Well, technically,
no.
5.
Yeah. But did you hear the new rumor? Because
rumor?
Death Before Dishonor ran and hid from the verbal attacks. Okay, just verbal attacks from the little MFers. Tim got his rank and hid.
You ain't no fucking Marine doing. If you're gonna run and hide over internet, you ain't the fuck.
But guess what? So that means because he's deflecting off of, he didn't want to respond to what I was putting, so that everybody missed my comments about him running from the little. This big bad Marine ran because they were on his ass with words, just words, right? So he has to say Tim got his rank by hiding behind skirts. But he hid. So how did he get hit? Maybe because he led from the front. That man as an E6, E7, and E8 was still burning shit because he would never ask his soldiers to do something. And that's why if you hack into our Facebook, you're going to find all these men's names. Those are prior soldiers that he trained. And we're old. We are so old, but Ice is only like 7 or 8 years younger. And look at how old, what did old fuck-faced scaredy cat Death Dishonor say he was? 55, but Tim is geriatric. But we're supposed to listen to a guy. Yes, guys, go look at the facts from the internet, right? All the little MFers that you think are good people, they've got the receipts. They were fighting with him. Words, only words. He ran like a bitch and jumped off the internet and then came back and joined the circle around everybody else. And what's funny, when Ice and Tim were getting along, Death Before Dishonor was right on Tim's nuts too, saluting him, telling him what a hero he was. Yep. And now because it fits Ice's narrative, he's this coward. All people have to do is go back and look all the previous lives. I mean, let's watch Shane's. I mean, 2 days before this broke out, Tim was talking about we would help anybody, and he's on a live. Miss Lori, Triple T, I'll take your help. Come over. See me. Bitch, you a bitch boy.
Ain't no
And that's
fucking
not
brain.
being, I don't need to go down. I'm not going to go down in the gutter like I was yesterday. It's like I was told. I am better than that. But don't lie. If you want to come at me and Tim, have your damn facts straight. And if your facts are straight and we are wrong, as you see, I apologize
They will admit
twice.
it.
I've never not. I apologized to the Hootens when we were fighting.
Right.
When it was about the child, and all I did was ask what the name was. I didn't even say anything about the child. Apologized 7 or 8 times. I apologized to Bird's mother because all I saw was her talking about, oh, they had the N-word. Did you see the N-word? And she didn't say anything. I got pissed. Anybody being accused of letting a racist stay in their panel is going to, especially knowing my daughter-in-law and my grandkids and what my dad went through because of the color of his skin.
Right.
And then I saw that she admitted, I can see where Lori didn't see it. So I apologized right away. But when I could prove I wasn't bad-mouthing their son by just watching, did I get an apology? No, they doubled down. I'm two-faced. I'm a liar. We're snakes. And it's okay that Ice for days just talked about my pussy. He's not interested in my pussy or Tim's balls and dick, but he talked about, that's all he's talked about for 2 days. But we can't talk about Bird's looks. Harley is wrong, or S&P for calling her or putting that, it might not be right, but he fat shamed her. That's wrong. But Ice can do it because he, once again, don't call out Ice because you don't want his view at you.
Right.
So as long as you just kind of stay in the background, he's not coming at you. But that's okay. I'll take the hits for all of you cowards. I'll take the hits because I can carry
I
it.
ain't afraid of you, Ice Man. Get a fucking job, dude.
I will carry it for all those women cowards over there that know the truth, who won't have my back, but I've had theirs. I'll carry it for the men who ain't got the balls to stand up and say, you know, Ice, she's right. You were wrong. I'll carry all the hate and be told that I'm the drama queen. I'll take it because there's nothing to me. Tim says it's pedophiles and what's the other one he says are the 2 worst? I think there's I think there's 3. Nothing worse than a low-life yellow belly coward who knows the truth and doesn't have the gut.
Liar.
No, not liar. It was pedophiles. Or was it women beaters? Women beaters? Yeah. But instead of characters, what they resort to today, Shane and them, oh, you could tell he beats her. Oh, he yells at her. Yeah, but then 1 minute you say, I carry his ball. This is how stupid they are, guys. 1 minute he beats me, okay? Or they bet there's domestic violence, right, Scott? But in the next minute, I'm carrying his balls in my purse. But it's okay. Nobody sees. How can he be both at the same time? Huh.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I cloned him. That's what it is. Or I split him down the middle. So this side of him, he's, this way. But on this side, he's this side. You guys are fucking chumps. Fucking chumps. I'll call it. You're a bunch of fucking cowardly chumps because there are people with stuff on Ice that could hurt him and bury him for good. Not a fucking word.
Ice Man, do you really want to jump up in that phone booth with that bobcat?
He tried. He did. I don't care. Did you see us scared when he says he's going to release stuff weekly, every day for a week?
Go ahead, dude. You want to have lawsuits slapped? Go ahead.
We don't have to. We're not doing nothing. Go ahead.
You want to fuck around and find out?
Okay. Do what your ass can. Write the checks your ass can cover. That's all we're going to say. But those in the background who did the phone numbers, you better hope Iceman's backbone is stronger than what you've already seen as a character flaw, how he betrayed Tim for no reason, and so did Gene. You better hope if you're the one who started it that he don't rat to get out of any trouble.
Yeah, that was dope when Adrian popped up in the I thought he was gonna have him play "Be Quiet" by These Nuts.
They almost played J Magazines, and they don't even know it's still waiting. That's what they just
That was a good track too. I heard that one. That was really good.
I have been missing so much.
It's I don't know. And then what was Iceman's topic on his live? How would you like it if the something found out about his true intent? I was like, what?
And this is
Like
what
Iceman, you're just continually digging your hole deeper and deeper. That's all you're doing.
Hey, fella, before you do the songs, will you pull up Feller's page? There's a special message that he did for
What, a short?
Oh, yeah, it's about death before dishonor. I guess since he wanted to run his mouth, they've been watching.
Moto, I got you, brother. You know that.
Yeah.
You know I'm good for it. I got you, I got you in the new DR.
Do you have MBIP? Or
What?
no, that's your name. Never mind.
Well, it's. I mean, obviously it's Scott, but it's.
Yeah.
My business is the. Yeah. So it's a little MF Feller, right?
Yeah.
I think that's FELLER, right?
And what's bad is we have personal information. We have addresses.
Right.
We have phone numbers to all kinds of stuff.
Is this it here?
We know apartment
numbers.
numbers.
I've seen this one.
We know apartment numbers.
Feller, is this it, brother?
It'll be the newest one.
Yeah, did you see this?
We know about
Joe
trailer
sent me
parks.
this.
We know about sisters that are on and acting like they're not related. We know a lot. Brother and sisters with the same name. And
did you even see this one, Miss Lori?
No.
Nope. Joe sent it to me.
I just got it. Self-proclaimed woman beater #keyboard. Oh, when he did say,
yeah, Mr. Semper Fi, I'm in the Marine Corps.
But if a woman steps, I'm a.
But yeah, you run and hide when
little fella tries to talk to him.
Right. Ain't no fucking Marine.
Over words. He's gonna be about the big shit off the YouTube, but behind the keyboard, he's gonna run when they don't even know anything about him.
Anyway.
So did that clear up the story? Did that clear it up for you? I know it was long-winded, but I had a lot of facts to lay out step by step about how this beef started. So I'm sure they'll spin it tomorrow.
No,
but if I have
always
to,
welcome in my lives.
If my integrity's attacked again and I'm called a liar because of you cowards,
you better have receipts.
I've got your receipts.
Proof to back it up.
I'm going to do it. Watch. Call me a liar. Let me be dragged through the mud about anything that I said about facts tonight. Go ahead. We don't want to go there because you've already seen. I'm tired. You're a coward. You're a bitch. Fucking own your shit then. I do.
Right.
Come on, fella. What you got for us?
They say I'm a problem, but that they can't solve. They don't want the problem, but that's the truth, y'all.
Because you can't fucking face a man to man. Is your back that fucking broken? Because I tell you what, brother, you come to me and you will be. Well, I won't say. Okay, I almost got carried away there.
Drunk before noon, you're a joke. Laugh out loud, internet tough guy. Okay. Let's see what fella's got to say about you, dishonor before death.
He said he was in that. Isn't that supposed to have the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor on it? If you're in the Marine Corps.
I just know that his teeth are stained purple. Everybody was saying because he hits that wine bottle very early, and I know he was talking about.
He looks strong. He looks
420. 420 is his key time. So he wants to talk shit. He wanted to bring himself in it.
Yeah, last time I checked, I thought that's supposed to have an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor on it. But.
As you see, people are uniting, and not because we're all racist or KKKs and Antifa.
Right. We're all about positive vibes and showing each other.
Well, they've had receipts. We have receipts.
Right.
facts are all coming out.
Anyway.
So I'm waiting for the bumpy ride they keep talking about.
Right.
But I'm here 24/7, 365, man. You come on, you slither your ass on up here to fucking Belton, Texas. And if your wife gets involved, I want to let you all know that I am a feminist at heart. Okay? I believe in strong women pulling their weight. So equal rights deserves equal lefts.
Fort Poke,
You
bitch.
put your
Fort
hands
Poke.
on me, game over.
Yeah, for you. Go ahead. Fort Poke, bitch. Fort Poke. There, I gave it to you.
They say I'm a problem, but that they can't solve. They don't want the problem, but that's the truth, y'all. And I'm in the country.
You're a fucking disgrace to the core, dude. You're a fucking joke.
He forgets that all the little motherfuckers still have what they have on his ass. That's what he's so stupid about. So this was a warning shot. You get that?
And then you want to antagonize fucking SMP to come to Texas and meet you at a certain SMP
that was
would have
Tim.
stomped your ass 10 ways.
Oh yeah, back then, yeah. There are people in Texas,
shit, dude.
Yeah. Right, Moto? Why did he run from you guys then? Yeah, because he's that badass and runs with that group, right? Facts. Again, death. Anybody listening? You just heard. Drunk ass purple teeth. Ask him why his teeth are purple because of that cheap ass garbage wine. Drunk by 420. But they're not going to say nothing about him talking about, a woman or that he said that there's a hole waiting for Triple T. Let's just put that he did put that out there too. It's been screenshotted. Just like Ice made the threat that he was going to send stuff, if Tim didn't apologize. Oh, I didn't say I would do it. We got you on screen. You didn't say his job. Your screen thing says the VA. You did. I didn't say anything.
Man, I guess you want to end up back in that 8x10 jail cell.
Well, it won't even be that because he'll be the bottom bitch because we all know they're going to keep his ass face down on that bottom mattress. It's going to be that, what is a twin mattress, like a 6x4, that's where his true self's going to be. Yeah. So let's see what else I got. That's right, Reaper.
Yeah, Tim was joking around with that when he was doing his cartoons. He's like, I guess he's like, that 6x9's waiting for you, Iceman. Fuck around and find out, Iceman.
I just got some more facts. They sure don't want. Oh man!
Right? See?
I don't have to do anything.
Right.
They watch the screens.
Right. Who, Mokan, me or Miss Lori?
What'd he say?
He's like, check your IG.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing he means you.
Maybe you.
Yeah. Yep. He means
me?
You. Yep.
I'm checking. I don't have nothing. Oh, Mokan.
Yep.
Yes,
Mokan.
I am looking at that, Mokan. I just said I got stuff sent to me. Aren't they always asking for our address? Or we're supposed to go meet them. They're the badasses. So, Death, Fort Poke, Fort Poke, Fort Poke. If you want to be poked, Fort Poke, Fort Poke, Fort Poke. You're the one, the tough guy. We'll be waiting. Let me show you when a woman puts her hands on. I know ICE is used to making sure they're handcuffed in the trunk, but I'll show you what a real woman. You're 56 years old. Come on, bitch. Come on. I'll even have you a congratulatory cup of wine. That Mad Dog. I'll get you that cheap purple wine.
Death, you better watch your fucking mouth, boy.
And you know what? Don't worry about, what is it? Your crew? Bring your crew because I've got a crew too. Right there, Moto? Got a crew, the Texas crew, right? As backup to make sure it stays fair and honest there.
I'll make a trip to come whip somebody's ass.
No, that's okay. They're right here in Texas, right by him. So they'll be glad.
Fuck
Okay, you're
around
blowing
and
up my-
find out.
That's my damn phone being blown up. All right. I know you're still digging. Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead,
ahead.
and play,
Yep.
play.
A little red
All
pickup
right, Moto,
truck.
you boys ready?
A red pickup truck.
Hashtag the new DR, baby.
Yeah. SMP the motherfucking done. Yeah. You motherfuckers can't fuck with us. Nah. You call that a fucking diss track, little boys? Let me teach these motherfuckers what a real fucking diss track is. Yeah. Aim straight for their fucking throat. Bang. Freestyle. I go hard in this motherfucking track, homie. Yeah. Make 6 figures, stuff it in the bank, homie. Yeah, yeah. Fuck the dream team, fuck the dream team, fuck 'em. Fuck the dream team, fuck the dream team, fuck 'em. Fuck the dream team, with the dream team, yeah. Fuck the dream team, fuck the dream team. Let me kill these motherfuckers with a sick verse. Aim for the fucking head, I'm UTR's best. To these fuckers, I'm a motherfucking problem. I hang with the little motherfuckers, so fuck 'em, fuck 'em. See the hooters, I'm a motherfucking fanboy. Yeah, John Rick, I'm coming straight for your neck, boy. So fuck these pussy ass rejects. Keep all little gangsters on the hand with my killers. Yeah, I'm pulling up, hit 'em with a street sweeper. I send the motherfuckers need to go quicker. Yeah, I never give a fuck about a dumb rapper. Yeah. Who pours baby oil on his chest, fucker. You think I give a fuck what you people think? I'll make another 1,000 every time I fucking blink. Ching. I snatch this fucking bird straight out of fucking nest. What? I skin the bitch alive, then snap a neck. If money wins wars, then I'm ready one. Yeah. If bars wins battles, then I'm way front. Yeah. Death throw mafia, hit and run, bang. 5 bitch, but I bet she has a smelly hunt. Yeah. I come through, hit 'em with that hard duking. That's what you get for messing with a fucking hootin'. Hollow point bullets putting holes through them. I'm dropping nuclear bombs like my name is Putin. Ice boy likes to talk a little shit. Yeah, 20 hours on his life, then he falls asleep. I send my fucking killers, kick the front door. Bang, pistol with the motherfucker with the 4-4. 3 shots to the head and he's done for. Done. Now talk your fucking shit. Fuck boy, come on man. One fuck time for the one time. Freestyle. I said fuck them all. Yeah, yeah. Team job, man. You almost stop. Yeah. You ain't a fucking weather this because you can't rap. Nah. Your 50 still hanging from your nana's cunt. I got you outside your house. Bang you down. Job wreck, 7 kids and no job. Back said be dad with a fucking soft car. Your wife working in the bar every single night. While you're talking shit with eyes coming every life. Check your own yard before you talk shit. Cause one of these days might catch a bullet quick. Yeah. Your little hippie brain may start to leak. You be seeing rain boys screaming PVG. One time for the one time. Boy, you think your music is that good? You tryna rap so hard just because you're from the hood. Your only fans are local and they're all white. Most of them all fucking bags, bitch. Betty White. Checkmate. I'm drinking all this Henny, rolling up the skunk. Go shit yourself again, you fucking filthy nuts. I'm SMP the done, I can never be stopped. Never. You true little tough guys like you, they get fucked up. Yeah. How you gonna reach me when I'm all the way up? Yeah. I send my fucking oats, throw you bitches in the trunk. Yeah. Little MF me, drop so many hard facts, exposing every single one of you fake cunts. Fake motherfucker. Little MFs, and we keep it real. Yeah. You don't like us, suck on jeans, not for real. Yeah. Better get suck up to the fucking crackhead before that piece of shit finally hits the fucking bucket. Yeah. You wanna battle me, bitch? bitch, I'm waiting center court. Rapping is your whole life, for me it's just a sport. I'm really for my house, which is paid for. Yeah, 150 for my cars, you only reach for. Bitch boy, friends to have my back, and that's a fact. You guys playing days on my lives on every chat. Going through motherfuckers like I'm fucking Rambo. You wanna fucking Rambo, bitch, let's do the fucking tango. Every fucking bite an uppercut, watch them stumble. Yeah. You think this is the end, mate? It's just a sample. Just a sample, motherfucker. Freestyle. Yeah. The UDR Mafia. The little motherfuckers, man. Shout out to Tony Lamont. Fuck the Gene Team. Savage. Steph, Lou. I said fuck them up. The whole motherfucking team. Yeah.
All right, that was. I liked it. Hashtag shout out to the new DR. I'm checking my IG.
MMC, is something going on?
What happened?
I just see MMC talking with Shy Wolf, and I don't know if that's our MMC.
Yeah, that's MMC.
I thought so. I didn't know if something was going on.
Exactly, Shy Wolf. Facts.
Wait, you know what, little fella, you want to come on up? You know,
Yeah,
some of
anybody's welcome. Here's the
you know,
link.
no, Louisiana. He's got some homeboys down here next to us too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think I remembered. Because I remember you talking about Tim getting a bad batch of crawfish.
Yeah.
Really
well, that's not fella. Chance lives pretty close.
Yeah, he said what? 2 hours?
Mm-hmm. So
2 hours from where y'all are at?
Up by Fort Hood, huh? Red pickup trucks and a garage that's got 2 places with a lot of woods. There's a trailer park by the edge with the woods and man, stuff's just coming.
Right.
Shy Wolf, nobody.
Oh, you got more receipts, Miss Lori? Big old truck. You said it, Red. Big old truck.
I have some, but they're being saved for another day. Right. I never, like I told Tim, don't expose your hands. That's why we waited for today. We did it yesterday, the day before, and today. You got to save those for every little bit.
Right.
You save those receipts because, phone numbers, emails, IP addresses that are easy for $5 that you can get a damn IP addresses for your phone, and man, how easy.
Right.
And I got family in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Go around and find out, people. If you want to smoke, you're going to get it. Well, that's a perfect song to play. Let me, What's up, Red?
Not much, bro.
Welcome.
I guarantee. I know Chad V Dubs made a video about me earlier.
What? Did you see?
Really?
Look at the gay ones that Shane tried to do. It was like he put a mean face on Tim, and he was like, "You ain't got no nuts," and he would go, "You want a cookie? You want a cookie? You want a cookie?"
I'm sure it won't be long for Shane to make a video.
His little legs are like this big around.
Hey, Scott. Hey, Lori.
Hello,
Hi.
Dragon.
You're right, little fella. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me see. Do I have some leftover tobacco or something that I can drink to rinse out?
Yeah, Chad V Dubs made a video about me because I said you support Iceman, so therefore
Right.
you must condone what he's done in the past, threatening people, doxing people. He goes,
Right.
don't you won't want the smoke. I'll bring you the fire, bruh.
I saw that,
Yeah.
Harley. Oh, Camo's in here.
Yep.
I saw S&P, the Dons.
I wish, Glitch Gang, I really wish that would happen. Or you saw what? I'm sorry.
I saw S&P, the Dons video about Bird saying, "Shut the fuck up, Iceman," and now she's all buddy with
Kissing his
Iceman.
ass.
Chad V Dubs and death. I mean, should I say cowardice before dishonor?
Okay, I made it a pact with Filthy that it's for us. He's got other things he said, and we agreed. It's just done. So if I tune you out, it's not because I'm not part of that.
No, I got you.
So, Iceman doxed Triple T's workplace now.
No.
Did he do that?
Somebody gave him the number, and only one person on this whole YouTube who's been slinking around after hours in Iceman's chat and going on for late night drives and talking shit was the only one who had it. So let's call it out. Straight shooting. He had it. Now, he gave it to somebody else who gave it to him. He's still a punk ass bitch after Tim tried to help him with what he knows he needed help with. So, but that wasn't the plan. That's Tim said he laid it all out. Let's just see. No, what he did is when he got the information, he called Tim. Tim answered the phone. No problem. So we're not just okay. You got the number. We're gonna let it go. It's just fine. You got it. Hey, somebody had to snitch like a little bitch, but it's okay. You keep it. So before Tim could even get home, they're calling him out like, "Where are you?" He's fucking at work, driving to get his ass home, right?
Right.
Somebody says, "Hey, you better go check out Ice. He's live again." I was like, "Really? Man, I want his damn wasp spray. He can fucking stay up for 24 hours a day on this fucking YouTube." Right? So I get on, and the title clearly says, let me pull that up. Because he said, he never said the name. Let's put this up. Because everybody was. Hasn't finished downloading. Crap.
Well, Iceman was live.
Yeah. Anyways, what did it say clearly? I got the screenshot. I know.
House is the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Right.
How is the Department of the Veterans Affairs, the department, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a screenshot. Going to feel, okay? But he said he never put the name. He never said where he works. The Veterans Department of Affairs. What other name is there for the VA? Wow. That is the name of a federal organization stationed out of Washington, D.C., okay? Well, you bit off the apple. All right, let's see where you're going to go. He was talking all that mad shit. They were all in there, all like, ooh, Tim's going to. And then you hear I say, "You're going to apologize to me, or I'm going to." He clearly said, "You're going to apologize to me, or I'm going to send all your YouTube stuff to the VA." Now, did he not say "I'm going to" at first? Yes, he did. It's recorded.
But he tried catching himself to.
Oh, he was probably jerking himself off behind the camera, I finally got him.
Sorry,
Oh, well, come on. You know what I mean. He was all excited.
Oh, damn, Lori.
So Tim said, I said, "Tim, are you hearing?" He says, "Yep." I said, "Wait, what do you want to do?" He said, I got this, Lori. I said, okay, babe, I'm here.
Right.
He's like, I want you to, those people that reached out to you, they've got some information. We know where this came from. I want
my messed up beard. No.
I want A, B, C, and D. I said, baby, I got you. You tend to your business.
Right.
I'm getting the IP addresses from computers and cell phones. I'm getting addresses. I'm getting phone numbers, right? Of everybody, the two we think are involved. Everybody's sending me whatever I need because it's vast. I mean, you got a whole network of keyboard warriors, okay, who know how to do this stuff. So while I'm working on that, all of a sudden, it's like I'm trying to talk on the phone and I got it playing in the background. And all of a sudden, while I'm talking, they're like, Miss Lori, are you hearing this? I'm like, no. He said, I'll call you back. I said, all right, I'll call you back. So I hear, oh, you're going to apologize to me or I'm going to do this. Now, a threat means an action must be completed or there's going to be a reaction or a consequence. That is a threat, okay? In case he doesn't understand what a threat means. Because a lot of his people said, oh, he never threatened you. That is a formal threat and not a government threat. That's a threat for anybody. If I say, Scott, if you don't cut off your beard, I am going to call the fire department on you and I'm going to tell this about you. That's a damn threat. So let's just get that straight. So Tim texts me and he says, hey, I need you to hang up your phone and go back onto the ISIS Live. I said, why, baby? He says, just trust me. He says, you might want to tell the circle. Just tell them. If they're not over there, go ahead and turn it on. So I'm like calling our friends. I'm calling, everybody. Like, hey, and somebody's like, reach out and says, well, we got your back. I was like, appreciate it. We got you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're all watching. I wanted to go into the chat because I'm listening to Shane. Oh, you're going to tell him, please. Like, what the fuck?
What?
You can't. What? You're on your knees with ISIS dick in your mouth like 24/7. You're gonna try to tell Tim what he's gonna do. So, but ISIS sitting there. He's sitting there trying to make Tim grovel because this is the only power he's ever had over this man, right? So he's trying to get him to grovel. Oh, you're going to ask me. You're going to do this. And I'm sitting there and I'm shaking. Mm-hmm. Holly jumps into the chat. Joe's up in the chat. I see some new DR into the chat saying, don't worry, we're here for you, Lori. I'm like, oh, okay. I start seeing the little motherfuckers popping up. I'm trying to focus and I know I've got all this help surrounding. I didn't ask for it, but it's here. I'm so grateful for all the love and support. But I'm sitting here and I'm just shaking and I'm sitting there and I'm holding my phone and I'm like the rage. You know how when you get so angry, you're just shaking so bad, like you're freezing. I'm just holding that.
That'll be all right. I
was afraid I'd break my phone, but Tim made me buy a case this time. So I'm like squeezing my phone. I'm putting my hand on the counter by the sink and I'm just, I'm so mad. I'm texting Holly. Oh, I'm so mad. She goes, oh, I bet. She goes, don't worry. We're here. I'm like, oh, I'm so mad. They're like, all right, we got you. Tim's like, come on, Ice, drop the link. If you really want me to apologize, I said, now I know my man. Something's got to be good.
Let your little pea balls drop and post the link.
For Tim to be doing something's up. I'm gonna trust my man because I've been trusting him for 25 years. I know my man when he tells me, when he just says he gives me that word, and he looked and over the phone. There's certain words, and he said our word. I knew it. I was like, oh, I didn't know which way. I reached out to some people who had information, but were cowardly not to give it to me. Made excuses again. Didn't have my back after as much as we had. So I stored that information. So I'm getting pissed about fake friends who's really, real and but you're going to let people talk about me. Everything's going through my mind because I know if it was them and I had stuff, if I was really a friend and you knew this person was such a piece of shit, I'm going to help you. I don't care if it comes back on me because if we're together united, he don't have a chance. So that everything. He's sitting there trying to get Tim to grovel just to say, will you? A word, will you? Because he knows this is the only time he thinks he's got some power. You see everybody in the chat. I mean, you could just feel them. They were all like, I mean, if you could have, I mean, you can't see them, but you could just imagine, you could just feel it. Nobody was saying anything, but Shane was like, say, please. And so you could feel they were like, ooh, he's got him. Oh my God, all the little trolls, right? People are watching, you're seeing the view counts going up. Because, it's about views for us. We don't pull this kind of stuff. We've never done this for anybody, but it's okay. Mm-hmm. And then he finally drops the link, and I'm mad because I know Tim wasn't going to beg, and he wasn't going to grovel, and he was not going to say, would you drop it? I knew, and he's like, well, you're getting closer. When I knew that Tim did not say, do you want to? And he just says, last chance, do you want this? I'm pretty sure even Ice knew Tim was at that point because you've heard him and saw him over the last 3 years. So all of a sudden he gets up. I see the link drop.
Right.
I'm like, I'm texting. Oh, shit. I knew something was going on and it was going to be good, but I just was. You never know, right? Because Tim has a way of surprising me sometimes with stuff in good ways. And sometimes it's like, oh, you're going to be deployed again. Anyways, he gets up there, and instead of him going right at Tim for an apology, he says, you know what I mean? And Tim asked him, he's not playing with it. What do you mean? He's toying with him. He's like letting him rid himself. And it's that master psychology. And he's like, what do you mean? You could see Ice getting a little frustrated because he's thinking he's closing in. He's about to humiliate Triple T. So all of a sudden, he's like, oh, you mean this? He says, yeah.
Right.
Boo. And I'm sitting there and I jump. Everybody of our team is in the chats. We got S&P's people I'm in the chat. I'm like, I love you, baby. I'm like, I'm so proud. It's like a Rocky moment, when he just delivered that 1-2. And all of a sudden you just hear punch. Right. You just hear Ice go, sucking on that Wasprey, trying to get that, that he wants to reinflate that chest that he had command of that chat for what, 10, 20 minutes before Tim got there? Because we didn't know he was going live. He had them on their seats.
I think he does more than Wasprey. I think he does meth too.
Well, let's just put it that, that is a reason why he got arrested. So, I mean, it's public knowledge that, he does have that kind of issues, but which is public records. That part we know, that's public. But yeah, okay. So, anyways, and then he just keeps going. And then you see backpedaling. I never said I was going to send it. I'm in the chat, bitch. We already taped the first 30 minutes of you talking shit. Everybody, we've got 6 people. We got it. I'm like, I didn't even have to ask. We were told, we got it. I'm like, yes, go ahead and delete your stream like you did the past threats in the gun. Because other people already had streamed you in that gun.
Right, yeah.
So
he's on. He shouldn't be touching that. That's a violation right there.
But he tried to say that the prank caller, made up a track to make it sound like it was him. The problem is the prank callers people already reached out. They actually have that whole night recorded, so they can actually prove where the sound came from. If it gets turned over, let's say the parole office, something happened in the near future or distant future. All this,
the jury find Ice chips. I mean, Iceman.
And there ain't no denying that at one point he did have a firearm, and he clearly says on there, "Do you hear this? Let me show you, F-boy." And you can hear him as he's talking clearly as a bell. There ain't going to be no mistaking that it came from a second party. So he thought he deleted it and he's safe. He doesn't realize how many people already recorded it. They watch him. And people are getting wise to what he's used because they don't want to be attacked like he used to do. They're getting it back on them now. Everybody who thought it was cool when Ice did it to other people, yeah, it's coming around. So Tim said what he did. He gave them the regulation. What they don't understand is we don't have to worry about the doxing. Oh, I didn't put out the name of where he works. You did, Triple T. It's in your title, fuck boy. The Veterans
Miss Roy saying, "Fuck
Administration.
boy."
The Veterans Administration. That's the name of his business where he works. Deny it. It's in your title. Everybody's like, he never said it. Tim said it. Triple T said it. You know, he's a liar. It's in your title. But they're so blind and so afraid of him. They talk about us being a cult or the KKK members for the. They're so afraid of him. They don't call him out when they know he's lying to their face. It's okay.
Mhm.
So basically, I'm telling people, you know, Tim's pumped up. So he might have said a word here or there wrong. It's okay. It's not doxing. I mean,
Right.
he had to get the information from somebody else, and then he
Right,
put the
Moto.
information out there. But it's sleazy, but it wasn't doxing. I'll give him that. But it is a threat of a federal employee. You just threatened a federal employee. I
Right.
didn't threaten nobody. I never said I would do anything. Yes, you did the first. We got you. Now you're
Right.
gonna. But it's okay because you still said. And let's say we're gonna take your lie. We didn't tape you saying that you would do it, but we did. But let's pretend we're dumb. You then tried to backpedal after you got caught with your hand down Death Before Dishonor's pants because you both were all excited that you had him, but you didn't. But he was the one that was dishonorable and took it real life outside of the YouTube. Yeah, okay. So with all that going on, they're trying to flip the narrative. Oh, I never threatened him. I said somebody. I never said I did. Well, yes, you did. We've got you. But okay. So let's run with your lie because everybody in your chat's going to buy your bullshit. They didn't record you like we all did.
Right.
But you did say, if you don't do this, this is going to happen. It's still a threat. It don't matter whoever does it. You're the one who made the threat. So by you saying it and it happens, and if they decide to pursue it because it crosses over into territory like that, you are going to be the one brought in. And who might, if they know who did it. But you're the one who made the threat. So you're the one. It's like you get caught carrying, you're the one brought in, right?
Right.
It's all over the internet that you made the threat. It's you. And then they're backpedaling. Oh, we never said that. I never said we would do that. But then he says that after we're gone, another threat that the exact threat is, let me get it. I said, I am going to email Triple T's work every day for a week with some video. Are you all watching? Yes, we all were watching and we got your threat. And they recorded your threat again. So now he just clearly said, I am going to email Triple T's work every day with a video. I hope it's porn because he just admitted that he's going to do government computers with that porn. And we got him. We got your voice. We've got it screenshotted and we've got it recorded. Are you stupid, dumb, or what? You're just all three,
You
bitch.
dumb, stupid, or duh.
By the way, I know Lori has a lot to say about what she's about to say. Also, Iceman has not only doxed me, not only said that I'm not a firefighter without the facts, but he's also threatened me. And basically, the reason why me and Iceman have problems is because Iceman was the one who started talking shit about me first. Because I was talking to someone he doesn't like, aka Mr. Scarface, and this was before I found out Mr. Scarface's racist history.
Right.
And I just was told like 2 weeks ago that Mr. Scarface and Iceman met at a rehab center in 2007.
Damn, information's just falling from the sky, people. But he thinks he's untouchable because he's in his house all day behind that computer. Oh, sugar.
Laura, you cracked me up.
I just love. What is it the A team used to say? I just love it when a plan comes together. Dun 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 dun
Shit.
dun 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 dun.
Shit, my life would be more like Scooby Doo. You find that shit on accident.
Right. Here you go. Just for you, Iceman.
About time you let me in, fucking.
Dan,
What's
hi,
up,
baby.
Dan?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's going on in this live tonight? Well, I know what's going on. I've seen it.
Hey, Brittany.
Nice.
Cool.
That's loud.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Yeah, just Amy's sensitive ears.
I don't
That's
have
it.
sensitive ears, but that was pretty loud.
Well, we're like Family Guy, you know. She wants to say abstinent, so we do the ear thing, so she can't hardly hear.
Excuse me, deaf boy.
Harley, that was badass. I
Couldn't
took
keep giving me wet
the
willy.
morning shift. You took the evening shift. Man, tag team back again.
Who we watching right now?
Team,
I really know to tell you.
Man, this white square's talking to me right now. Y'all listen.
I don't have to say shit. Oh, there's
Left is
Iceman.
white.
Fuck him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I mean, it's always that way. It don't matter if I'm being negative. Don't matter if I'm being positive. It don't matter what I'm saying. Don't matter what I'm doing. Get him out of here. Well, fuck you all these.
Isn't this man just amazing? He's an asshole. I mean, hell, I admit I'm an asshole.
Don't make no difference to me.
You all right, Reaper?
Is that Reaper laughing?
Yeah, that's Reaper laughing.
Oh, I smell bitch in here.
I don't know about fake IDs, Mikey.
Smell like bitch.
I have no idea.
You missed the part where Iceman farted.
Oh, he farted?
You got that?
Yeah.
That's at night. Oh.
Well, as long as he ain't pulling something like somebody me and Amy knows and whacking off in live, you know.
Oh, God.
Mikey, what are fake IDs, honey?
You go take that.
Amy knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Who?
But yeah.
You want to fly you down to Florida?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Lord. My bad.
What
No,
now,
it's
Miss
okay.
Lori?
So
He's not.
you know, once again, we are the drama. We are the bitches in the dick.
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
Because
Right.
we are going after the lower channels. But I think I laid it out brick by brick by brick until I built the fucking brick house.
Nah, the fucking
It's a
brick wall. Fucking Pink Floyd the wall.
house.
Just see,
my
I don't look
mighty
at numbers. Me, I don't
She's
look
a
at numbers.
brick.
A man talking shit is a man talking shit. Numbers have nothing to do with it, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. You know, I don't care if it's one. You have 100,000 subs or you got 5. You a man talking shit,
Right.
you're gonna get the same response.
Yeah.
Y'all keep the chat going. I'll be back. I'm gonna go hit the head real
Well, I
quick.
see how you are. You just ditched me,
No, I'm not ditching you.
and I
gotta
thought
hit the
you
head.
loved me, man.
So we can all agree they built their houses on glass and they threw some rocks and it cracked. We built our foundation slowly and got ourselves that brick.
Yeah, you need to learn to get
house.
other interior. You know, if you're gonna
Bring
make
it.
it like
She's
Amy's
mighty, mighty.
Weinbacher.
She's a brick
You know what?
house.
This is like the perfect fucking intersect or whatever the word is for Tom McDonald. This house.
Everybody just needs more boobs in their life, and they'd calm down.
Okay, Dan.
Mhm.
All you gotta do
My
is look
opinion.
down and tuck. All you gotta do is look down and tuck your
Oh, I
chin.
hear
You got
you,
the
Mikey
boobies.
Mike. Oh yeah, they're allowed to have troll names, Mikey Mike, but it's wrong when we did it in our own channel. See, that's what they went after Jacksonville Joe, for them having fake names to troll Amy and them. And Tim was going to kick them out. Oh, and he was mad because when we were going, we were fighting with the little MFers and stuff. Tim did create, and he had been over there in
How
the
the
little
hell does someone get mad
MFers.
at me trolling my old lady in Tim's live and ain't even Tim's? You know, that's weird as
I
shit
know,
to
right?
me. I'm like, I'm trolling my old lady. Thank you very much. I ain't trolling anybody else but Amy.
Not even that. But literally, I'm texting Meg at the same time to tell her, no, it's Dan, it's cool.
You
At
did.
the same time, I'm texting Meg. I see like the little dot from an incoming message from Tim asking me, "Is that Dan? Because if not, I'm about to block that guy." I'm like, "Yeah, Dan."
But I mean, for someone to get mad about that, you know, me trolling my old lady, he's like, come on. You
They
know?
didn't want to ask. They didn't want the facts, Dan. If Ice
Right.
would have just listened that first night, it wouldn't have blown up to where all of us were on his neck. Because you guys, you had a fake name trolling Amy. Joe had one for Holly, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to mention the third one but he's got the screenshot. So it was Chef. He was in there backing you up, going after Amy. So Tim was texting me that, Lori, get over here. We're going to be stomping on this ass. All of a sudden, Holly heard it and Vicky, and they gave me my code word to go to the ladies' room, and they put, this is Chef's. He's got these names. This is Dan with these, and this is.
But I
You
mean,
guys have too.
I
And
don't
it was about
appreciate someone to say I'm trolling him when I'm not trolling him. I have not trolled Iceman. I mean, I could troll the shit out of him, but I haven't. Right? I've stayed on Tim's, and Tim knows what I do on there. You know what I mean? That's why he always checks to make sure, you know.
Well, yeah.
It's meant for fun, and you know. But I haven't been trolling that dude, so to sit and accuse the accusation that I was trolling your channel, bro, if I was coming at you, I'd come at you with this count right here. You see my name. That's how I usually roll when I come at somebody.
Right.
And he hasn't come at you since, Dan, after you two had your shit.
Yeah.
He ain't come at you. He's come at Amy a couple times, but he ain't come at you.
Well, not only that, but if I was actually being trolled, I wouldn't be sitting there laughing and fucking clapping back.
But he wasn't paying attention because it was about his channel. He didn't know that we were all over on Tim's and that I came over just to show some support and hang out. I didn't know there was a big interview. So all of this war and embarrassing himself and us all hating each other, where we all would have probably stayed friends, as if he just would have listened when Tim came to him and we were all trying to talk to him. That's all. But they wanted to bring Tim in over my understanding. So
You know, I told Tim, you know, my past, I grew up on the streets, so you kind of learn to read people. You know what I mean? Growing up in the streets, because you got to always watch your back. And even on here, I have a pretty good percentage rate of reading people.
Well, hey, MMC, you have to enroll in Dan and Joe's troll school.
I don't know how to do a troll account either.
Well, no,
I don't have the
MMC
time.
actually wants to know how to do a troll account. I said he has to enroll in Dan and Joe's troll school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tim tried it once because we had so many trolls always coming in into Ice's chat or ours or to Scott's, and they were saying vulgar stuff. So Tim tried to play it off. He had a troll name. So he let Ice know. I mean, how stupid. He actually IG'd you, Ice, because he wasn't trying to backstab you. I mean, this is how stupid he is. So he tells him, hey, Ice, I've got this account. That way, if the trolls are in here, they're not going to know. And if I have to go over there, you know, I can see what's going on and if they're coming at us sideways. He thinks that was a bad thing, and he busted Tim out today. The Little Ambassadors the same thing. It was called The Art of War, the warfare. You know what I mean? You both are all gathering information from opposite sides to bring back to your camps to get the leg up in the war. The problem is he was battling without any receipts, and they were bringing the receipts to his ass.
Well, I seen somebody didn't read the book of Art of War. I remember listening on videotape because I, you know, audiobook. That's how I learned, and just what I've been watching. Like you're violating a lot of rules, and you claim you read it.
Man,
yeah, you're not supposed to like turn on the people that had your back.
Right.
And let's be honest, somebody's been turned on his own people.
Yeah.
But that's what they did. I was the first one. Then Tim was when Tim didn't do nothing, and then it's rotated. But they forget if they did it to us, and I was there with him before Bird and them were there, or not Artie, but before Bird came over, right? So if he turned on me, and then he turned on Tim, who had nothing to do with it, what made you think it wasn't going to be your turn one day? It might not be today or tomorrow. It might be 3 months from now. But if you think,
like,
I appreciate that, Victoria. I really do looking out for Amy. I do. Even though I was in her showing her, I did appreciate, you know, y'all had her back.
Well, yes, absolutely. And I knew it was Dan the whole time. Like we were talking on the phone at that moment. So, you know, but yeah, it's like that goes back to the old saying, Keep your friends close and your enemies
Your
close.
enemies closer.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I was going
watch.
to say something perverted, but I'm not going to do it, Amy.
Let's see what they're teaching you. That's how we learn. You know what I mean? I
Right.
started doing screenshots, not knowing, and I'd post them in the Discord, and I would ask questions, and they'd be like, "No, you're wrong." Okay, but then somebody else would do it, and they're like, "Oh,
What's up, Brad?
there it is, and I'm like, "But I brought that name to you a week ago." But it's okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, I put out here right now since we're in the open. Listen, if you're watching this, dude, I didn't fucking troll you straight up. I'll be honest, I don't fucking like you. I can't stand you, but I've left you alone, dog. I haven't not come at you. You know what I mean? Most part, I've left you alone. So
There was
just
only
put that
one
out. I haven't trolled you, dude.
one person who trolled, but it was to make sure that I was okay, Holly was okay, and that Amy was okay when we were over there. We didn't ask for it, but we
Right.
did have an angel over there that had a fake name who wasn't trolling him, that just wanted to see that if he did come sideways, they would reveal themselves.
Right.
And we didn't know that.
Hmm.
Because I wasn't worried. I felt safe. I wasn't worried.
Well,
What?
I
Is he
was
gonna
probably-
throw my 6'1" ass in a trunk?
You know what?
No
I
way.
was
I'd
probably
have
like
to be
half deep
sleeping.
into a wine box, so I don't even remember.
Put a diss track. I want to hear that magazine.
They-
Dope diss track, actually.
I'd be half deep in
Or
a wine
Joe's,
box,
that's
so I
another
don't
one.
even know.
No, MMC.
Amy, what happened? Did you lose your voice?
Mogan, I think he'll just do
Yeah.
it for you. Hey,
Yes, I'm literally at like 13 fucking schools a day. Well, on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, I go to like 13 different schools. And
You
then
definitely
Mondays
do
and
not have a
Wednesdays is
voice.
11. But yeah, I'm losing my voice.
Yes,
Hey,
Miss
Scott.
Flora. Yeah.
Mocha wants to know if he made a new concept, a country song. Is that the
Oh, did
country
he?
song, Mocha? Yeah, he's trying to put his foot into
Is it
country.
the bonfire one?
That's what I was trying. I can't because it's your. I can't chat. So
Yeah. I haven't been trolling.
You can
Because
chat
of
on
my
your phone, Miss Lori. If you go to if you have the YouTube app on your phone and
yeah.
you go to
I
where,
could do
where
it
my
that
live
way.
stream is, you can comment using your phone.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I deal with too many kids during the day. Like literally, like my voice is shot.
Okay, yeah. All right, bro. I got you, dude.
Look, I ran everybody off. I told you I'd do that, swear.
No, you didn't, dude. Shut up.
It's all right.
I
How
jump
you
in, everybody
feeling,
leaves.
buddy? You okay?
It is what it is.
Do we know if
You
Tim
okay,
went
Logan?
live?
Tim goes live. I'm doxing him.
Are
he
the
said
boss
he
going
wasn't.
live soon?
I don't know. He said he wasn't going to. I'm
Oh.
gonna go ask.
I left the comments kind of what was going on, like yesterday. I haven't been trolling or anything else. I've been
All
keeping
right,
myself. But I ended up had to go to the hospital because my heart lost it. Its rhythm was messed up and I was like at stroke level, so they shipped my ass to the hospital. So I'm chilling and relaxing right now. I ain't going at nobody.
Well, yeah, and then the hospital did like nothing. Like,
Yeah.
that's like the one thing when I get to Tennessee.
Would you have a panic attack or something? Or
No, apparently my heart was off rhythm.
Yeah.
Were you an
in my
It was an accelerated fucking accelerated some shit.
you could have been suffering AFib or SVT.
No, actually, no, it's different. It's
something to do with my upper valves, the heart.
Okay.
Somewhere it was thrown off and
it's called accelerated aventricular conduction or some shit. I don't know.
And I kept throwing up constantly. And, yeah, my chest hurt. And
Yeah.
still kind of going through it. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow about it. I'm still having issues. So yeah, I ain't messing with anybody right now. I'm focused on my health.
Let me say goodbye. I did because he had to leave for a minute. Let me say goodbye. They didn't know. Are you going to go on?
Yeah.
Everybody's dealing with Dan. Trolling.
Well, muted for a minute.
Mo coming up with that warning out. This is a rough draft.
Yeah, it wasn't hypertension.
Roof. Sorry.
I am hypertensive though. I do have panic, anxiety attacks and stuff like that, but it had something to do with the flow of the blood or whatever.
Yeah. It was like
What's going on,
a
Tim?
accelerated aventricular some shit.
I wanted to thank you for having us on. Tim's gonna go live for his.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish Brad.
What's up, you goofball?
I'm sure Tim some love.
Sup, Timothy.
When you had your head off earlier, I thought about pulling out my lawnmower. That grass needs cut.
I said it. Man, when little me does those videos and has hair on him, I have to go like this. Like, who is that?
You know what? Like
we have a new addition. He has a new addition, and it
We
wasn't
took it
going
off.
to
It looks like them fields in Africa. I'm waiting for a lion to jump out of it.
Hey, baby. You're no one to talk. You are nobody to talk.
Oh, yeah. My hair, yeah. It's a disaster. It looks like a war zone up there.
Adams and shit. Your beard looks like fucking Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
All right, bro, I gotta get out of here.
All right, Tim. Go do your thing.
We'll see you over there, Tim.
Be good, bro. Much love, dog.
See you.
Please stop bullying Tim. I don't want to have to hurt anybody. Stop bullying that man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you're the biggest boy of them all. I caught you. Yeah, you be bullying Tim every day. I see the shit.
Oh, wow. So what have you been up
Thought you
to?
threatening him with that point stick of yours.
Put the drama aside.
Holy Alex, man. It's like T-Pain on crack.
Okay, that part's a little bit better, but that beginning, dude, was a disaster.
Yeah, that was like T-Pain on fucking crack. Other than that, it's not bad.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this part ain't bad.
First things first, pulling up a lawn chair, bonfires red hot, warming up the crisp air. Cooler full of Bud Light, shine by the jars, rolling up a hog leg, buzzing higher than Mars. So far, we've been kicking it like old school, so full, deep inside from where these roots pulled. Raised right, friends and family first, living the American dream. Gather around, put the drama aside. Tonight is the night to have the time.
You gotta take that auto, but that auto is killing that hook. And this is fair criticism. This ain't hating.
Right, if you want to auto-tune.
Yeah, please don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's out of respect there on the phone. Yeah, I'm not hating.
Like I feel like something like I can't think of his name. What the fuck? Mer. Never mind. I'll think of it later. Mer. Okay, wait, I got it. It sounds like fucking T-Pain had an interaction with some meth. I don't know.
Damn.
I had something better than that, but my mind blanked.
Yeah, she was trying to make a joke and it backfired. It happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm talking about.
You like my other logo there? Show it to everybody. Show my look.
Looks cool.
Scanner's got gas.
Amy, ever tell you your ass is fat?
What?
Okay, enough said.
Huh? What?
I do have a fat ass, but you have a hairy fucking beard.
What?
Oh, wow.
Dan needs to go. Dan has to go to the damn barbershop.
Oh, shit.
To the barbershop I go.
In that beard.
And I can sit in that chair and tell that guy cut my hair all the stories about you like you do at a barbershop.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what Triple T's going to talk about tonight.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna. If y'all want to hang out here, we can hang out in private live.
Yeah.
I don't know about your private, you perv.
Oh my god. Plugging.
Hey,
You better get yourself better, dude.
No.
Progressing.
Scott, you stepped into that one.
What'd you say?
Dan, you see, Dan.
Yeah, just work on that hook, bro.
See, Scott, Dan is the bully here. Dan,
he's the bully.
Yeah.
Dude, I've actually been behaving for a while. I've not been bullying anybody. The funny part of it, besides my old lady, apparently it triggers some people. But other than that, I've actually been behaving on here.
I want to see you
That is true.
trigger Iceman like hardcore. So
No, because hardcore like that is like taking a fucking like cross country trip and going pew pew pew. We don't need Dan going hardcore. No.
MUC meows.
Yeah.
Meows.
Hi, Tigger. Hey, pretty girl.
I know, because things become a little bit personal, so I leave it alone because of that.
Right, meow.
Meow.
Tigger, you're pretty.
Meow. Meow.
No.
So you better say she's pretty.
Emily, what's up,
Pretty,
brother?
Scott. Dan, don't make me beat your ass, boy.
What did I do?
No, Scott.
Oh, okay.
He knows
My
I'm
ears
messing
aren't
with him.
working.
He knows.
Bring it, honey.
You wish I would.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, just for that.
No, I can't be watching that episode of fucking Honey Boo Boo. The fuck?
Nice.
This is a certified hood classic.
Is Reaper trying to tell us he's got a gas problem? There's a medicine that helped that, bro. Oh no, it's the round white circle going to talk to us again. I've taken way too much LSD, like for real.
Maybe you shouldn't run with a clan of trolls.
It speaks.
So I really know to tell you. Because when I go up in chat, I don't have to say shit. Oh, there's Iceman. Fuck him. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
And if you listen closely, you hear Iceman laugh himself.
It don't matter if I'm being negative. Don't matter if I'm being positive. It don't matter what I'm saying. Don't matter what I'm doing. Get him out of here. Well, fuck you all then.
Dude, like for real.
He gone. Don't make no difference to me.
It's fucking.
Did you hear it? He laughed.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
him.
I smell bitch in here. Yep. Smell like bitch.
It looks like Joe.
It probably was.
It was. I couldn't find the original, so.
Oh, I hear you.
So I screen recorded from Jacksonville Joe's. Oh, I smell bitch in here. Yep. Smell
Man,
like
you two got nuts around here. Like, when I saw something happen the other day and everybody talking think it's funny, I don't think it's funny having somebody swatted. This shit ain't funny, like for real.
Muted.
Huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I saw that the other day, that was a line that was crossed. Way crossed. It's unacceptable.
Right.
You want to get somebody killed, like for real, knock that shit off.
Like you're talking about Square now, right?
Yeah, that I don't care. How everybody feels about him, whatever. You could have got that. You could have got that dude killed.
Right.
I don't think that shit's funny. I'm all about trying fucking with everybody. Laughing or even arguments and stuff. But when you start doing shit like having cops show to people's houses and guns drawn, you cross the fucking line.
Right.
This shit ain't about to get somebody killed. Ridiculous. You all need to fucking knock that shit off.
Square's trying to figure out who called the cops on him. I know that.
It's fucking ridiculous. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's bullshit, bro.
What? Square got swatted?
Yeah, they sent the cops to it, called the cops and shit. They showed up with the guns and drawn and shit at his door. Why he was live.
Even if it's a welfare check, it doesn't matter. Like, you can still, there's the potential.
Well, they didn't move like a welfare check, not how they moved whatsoever when they came to his door.
Yeah, after I saw that, saw Square's video, you can tell he was swatted.
Yeah, that was more of a SWAT saying some fucked up shit to the cops.
Right.
But Iceman was in his panel the other day saying, "Oh, it was Harley Hooten." I actually said, "No, it wasn't Harley Hooten. I
No, it
guarantee
wasn't
it
that.
was." And
I'm
then,
sorry, you ice dick. You
and then Square said, "No, it's Filthy Animal. You don't know for sure who swatted you yet."
Yeah, don't know yet. Because they're point fingers. I'm just calling out the bullshit. You know,
Oh,
like
really?
I said, I'm seeing Square and I'm in there and shit. You know, but at the same time, you know, after he got swatted, everybody wanted to watch and this kind of mock. I don't think the shit was funny whatsoever.
Well, basically, what's going on there? Oh shit! Oh shit! I think I know
Well,
what.
see, you know, Square can have his issues. You know, it's like this. People keep saying like he's unstable, he's unstable this, he's unstable that. Well, if that's the case, leave it alone.
Right.
Stop pushing the boy to the point he wants to hurt himself or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
you know, if he's being an ass, you know, like if somebody's like that was coming at me, I'd leave him alone. You know, I could see and read it and just go, I don't give a shit. You know, if somebody's like having issues and shit, you know who you can push and don't push.
Appreciate
I
that.
want to fuck with.
Well,
And I'm not justifying anything Square's done in his, you know what I'm saying? That's not what this is. I mean, justifying some of the actions he's taken. But
MC Lamahawk then is making a bunch of videos about Square, and if he continues to do that, Square's going to go off the fucking edge, and then the blame's going to go on MC Lamahawk. Then,
yeah, because that all stuff will get tracked back. You know what I mean? What led to it? You could, yeah, it definitely could fall back on you.
Yeah.
It's bullying and stuff, and you can get charged for that shit.
Right.
You know, it's one thing to troll, but when you become more like a bully, terrorizing somebody more than just comments, you know. I kept my trolling within the comments or make memes or whatever. But like I said, when you're calling the cops,
I mean, yeah,
I don't want anybody's like personal life to get fucked with, you know.
I mean,
like
I know
even the
Square.
Iceman situation, all right, you know, I get that too. I'm not defending Iceman whatsoever, but yeah, I'm just saying in general, everybody needs to knock that shit off.
Some
Right.
people
Y'all
just.
stressing Dan out. Knock it off.
Nobody needs to be calling people's businesses and fucking parole officers or cops or, you know, I mean, keep it within YouTube. You can even get personal and want to throw hands. I'm okay with that, throwing hands.
Jumping is
Okay.
live. He's going to be going live here any second, any minute.
oh, he's already live.
Yay!
I mean, at least throw hands. At least do something like that.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'd rather see someone throw hands than involved in cops and somebody gets killed and shit.
Right. Yeah, y'all go hit Tim up. I think he's live.
Okay.
So,
are you trying to get rid of us, bro? Is that what's happening here?
You see how he does this there, Daniel? You see how he does this?
All right, y'all. You know what, Red?
Hey, I actually stood up for